Hello, wrestling fans, and welcome to Wrestling Gab. It's Monday, and that means it's time for Monday Night Raw. Looks like we're starting the show out with Edge coming down. We do have a steel cage match later on tonight, but Edge is definitely going to be calling out Dominic Mysterio. Edge has fallen. We'll just put it that way. How many people go from main eventing WrestleMania to going after Dominic Mysterio? Oh, and that's where we're at. So Edge is making his way down to the ring. Should be a good show tonight. I'm looking forward to The Miz in the steel cage and see how Dexter Lumis is going to play into that. Or if they're scrapping that idea and going in a different direction. I don't think so, though. It looked like they had some sort of a plan. And there's going to be a lot of talk about, we did have a giant wrestling weekend. So if you guys are wrestling fans or soap opera fans, if you watched the scrum after AEW's All Out, that's the soap opera factor of the wrestling organizations in the business. A lot of people excited about that. But anyways, Edge is in the ring. It's pretty quiet there for Kansas City. I guess they're all screaming up in the upper decks. It just seems kind of quiet. Maybe that's just me.
They're screaming on the inside.
Kansas City, Missouri. Dominic Mysterio. Boo!
Ew.
All of a sudden people don't like Dominic? Duh.
People like Dominic, that's so strange.
We used to ping people off.
Ping them?
Yeah, with pea shooters.
Oh.
I have no idea exactly what that means. I mean, I know what a pea shooter is, but...
Anyways, we got Walter was in the chat, but he'll be back later at 9 for Raw. He was right about MJ being the Joker. Sophie's in the chat. And that's it for now. Hi. Sophie says, I've seen on Twitter a lot of fans that watched all the pay-per-views this weekend that they prefer the WWE pay-per-view overall, which is surprising.
You know, both pay-per-views were fantastic, so I don't have nothing to complain about. Obviously, both of them could have been better, but are you nitpicking there?
Mm-hmm.
So Edge is
still apologizing.
They're
for
apologizing still. I don't understand it. My guts, my heart. You had a gut and a heart. You don't have to worry about Dom. Why wouldn't you have to worry about Dom?
He's a grown man. He can take care of himself. Anyways.
Somehow he's still in wrestling. I don't understand that. And that's the part I don't understand.
Ooh, maybe he should go to AEW.
Ew.
So it says CM Punk, what a jerk, bringing more drama to AEW, which I don't know if it's real or fake. Sophie says, oh, I see that Dee is once again doing the Cena because we can't see her. Sorry, Sophie. I had to make sure the animals had food. They needed their dinners as well, correct? And taking care of them takes a little bit priority over this. Sophie says, and also Braun is rumored to come back tonight.
Yeah, he could.
Supposedly. That's what we've heard.
And so if that's the case, he's not coming back for any sort of title picture since there is no title picture on Monday Night Raw. Mm-hmm. And there is a good possibility we don't see Roman wrestle again this year.
There is a good possibility.
He could be out 2 months or more.
It's September, so he could be gone September. October,
yeah, probably.
November,
we'll probably
December.
see him in November. I would assume at Crown Jewel he'll wrestle.
Yeah. Maybe see him on SmackDown a smidge.
Yeah, but not wrestle.
Yeah. We really need to just have him give up that Raw title or something because it's just
one of them.
Sophie says, so they are doing Edge versus Dom for the next pay-per-view then?
Oh, it's terrible. Can you imagine if they
Not necessarily.
build that up for that long? I don't know if there's ever been a worse wrestler than Dominic. Ever. Like, I say that about a lot of people, but you shouldn't even bring up the name.
Right.
Right?
Rey Mysterio is going to come down and tell him, don't you call out my son like that. My boy. Oh no, my boy. Save me, Father.
Rey's like, my son hits me, it happens. My wife beats me too. I don't know. She's a lot bigger than I am. Hear me out, Edge.
Ooh, he's so much a big time.
But we know he's nothing. He's less than nothing. So why would you even care if you were Edge? Be like, yeah, he kicked me in the balls. I'll beat him up backstage and we'll move on. I want a real match against real competitors.
Right.
Not this. It's a joke.
Right. So it was like, why I get a feeling Rey is in it with Dom.
Whatever. They can go that route if they want to, too. Do a heel turn. And then maybe by the end of the year, they can both be out of the company. Because I would assume Edge is going to leave at some point.
Right. Rey, he needs to just retire. He's like, oh, great.
Oh. Is he going to be in that group?
They're using her music?
Right now.
Or is it just Rhea?
It could be
out?
just her. I don't know. We'll find out in just a second. Wrestling. Wait and see.
Yeah, it looks like it's just her coming down.
Right. I think she comes out first all the time, but I think she's going to talk also.
Interesting.
She has a belt around her, babies.
Oh, excuse me. Just to keep them in place where they belong.
Some people use a bra, but she has belts.
Excuse me. Sophie wants to know, is he part of Judgment Day now? I don't know.
I hope not. Judgment Day will be absolute trash if they did something like that. That's a terrible idea. Come on, guys. Who's writing this shit?
Why does she have a tail down her back? She clip on some hair back there or something?
I have no idea. She made him into a man.
Oh, she took her baby boy and then made him into a man. Oh, no. So it was like they were comparing
Oh, God. What's he going to be dressed like? Is he going to be dressed like her? Oh, Lord.
Oh, fucking Jesus. They're like, let's try to make it. Let's try to make it prominent. Oh, yeah, you guys hit the bullseye right there, didn't you? Daz Reynolds in the chat. Hey, Daz says who is next for Seth. I don't know.
Maybe it'll be Dominic. He's going to start main event in WrestleMania, I guess.
Robbie's in the chat. Hey, Robbie says, what's the bleeding crack? What's the bleeding story? Your mom. I have no idea, dude. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, he's not. Oh, no. Jazz says, hey, Robbie, how are you doing today? And Sophie says, when did Dom fall in love with Rhea?
I guess when we all did. Young age.
Chris says, a little cuckold session with Rhea and Dom. Yuck. Because if you can't stop your Judgment Day. Oh, that's really
Who
sweet.
showed Poppy? Who showed Daddy?
Jesus. I was like, do you streaming again? Oh, I am, aren't I? I am here. I don't want to be a part of this.
Go ahead and leave.
I'm out. Ray's like, yeah, I'm done with this shit.
Don't do this, son.
Sophie says, why isn't Dom talking to explain his actions? He doesn't know how to talk. Don't do close-up of his face. No, just no. He can't even grow facial hair very well. Don't do he's like 2. Oh, man.
Eddie's son. Eddie's son. Oh. Is he upset that his father walked away?
Oh, sure. This is dumb.
He's like, come get some. But I think they're going to attack Edge from behind the other two, right? Because Damian's got to get involved.
Dad says, what's the next either AEW or WWE pay-per-view and when, please?
That is October 8th, I believe.
It's
and it is
WWE.
Extreme Rules. There they are. Finn Balor, Damian Priest from behind.
Forsen Emmanuel's in the chat. Hey, Forsen says, hello, guys.
Hey.
I always miss you guys.
Yeah, and then the
don't go
next
anywhere.
pay-per-view
We're always here.
is then the Crown Jewel pay-per-view, which will be in November. And it's also WWE. That one is the 5th, I believe. And then the 19th and the 20th of November will be the AEW's Full Gear.
That's it. That's stuff.
And then right after that, the 26th of December, will be the Survivor Series. And that's it. Then there's no more pay-per-views. So that's all we got left.
Robbie says, it's your boy Edge, WWE love a face close-up. He my boy, he's all yours, my friend. Him and Dom,
He's all
you guys
yours.
love him.
Oh!
Oh!
Rhea
Somebody
took
says,
out Ray.
We know we are going to get Ray versus Dom at some point. And Chris says, hello, Eddie's son. Sophie says, Ray and Edge needs 2 more people now. Chris says, looks like we have a steel cage tonight. Yes, there is a steel cage match
It's going to be
tonight.
The Miz versus Bobby Lashley. Looking forward to that
Poor
one.
Miz.
I know.
And a steel cage match where he can't get away.
Right? So how's he going to get kidnapped?
I don't know. Are they just, are they taking out Edge so he can retire and go away or something? Is this what this is about?
Edge gets this, once every 2 months, once every month or so?
And then gets a rewrite of his character
I
now?
guess. He's going to come back as Retribution 2.0.
Whatever he's supposed to be.
Right?
That's just weird. So it's like, when is the payoff for this feud is going to happen? Is there a payoff? I don't know what's happening. Robbie says, Daz, you cool. What does that even mean?
Uh-oh.
They're like, how
Finn
we'll
Balor.
really make you guys
Oh,
bad
the coup de
guys?
grace right across the knee.
Like, how we'll make you guys bad guys? We'll have you beat up one
Uber
of those old
babyface.
people.
And write him off TV for another month or so. I'm sure he'll be back by the pay-per-view. Extreme Rules. Notice they're using chairs on him. Wah, wah.
Right.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Is
Extreme
that the
Rules.
next
Well, no, there
pay-per-view?
isn't a TLC, but Extreme Rules.
Yeah, they
they're-
don't have TLCs anymore.
Extreme Rules, they can do a tables, ladders, and chairs match.
Robert Warney in the chat. Hey, Robert
Robert.
says, hey, buddies.
Woo!
So it says, I wonder if Dom being part of Judgment Day always been part of the plan even before Triple H took over.
And it could be. They could just be continuing storylines because, I mean, if I was Triple H, the first person I would have got rid of was Dominic, so I'd be cutting some dead
They're
weight.
like, we can't get rid of him. He's a Legends kid. He's really, really bad, though. It doesn't matter.
He's so terrible that
Just let him be part of
it
a
might
group
be
where he
worth
never talks.
getting rid of Ray to get rid of him. Like, if Ray, gets pipey, he'd be like, okay, you can go too.
He doesn't talk. Please don't let him wrestle. Just get rid of him. It's fine. I was like, D, stop hating on your boy. He might, dude. You're the one that likes to talk about him all the time. You bring him up in chat and everything like that. It's all you. And you need to get over your obsession.
It's my obsession.
Have you ever seen a movie called Number One Fan? Yeah, it's pretty fucking scary. Don't do that.
It's my
Your
obsession.
number one fan. Oh, yeah.
What show's this one?
Number one fan.
What's in it? What happens?
He almost kills a guy that he's obsessed with. He's a football star or something that he's really obsessed with.
Oh, wow.
Guy's totally obsessed with him.
It
Tries
reminds
to blow up the, I think it's an arena or a stadium.
Oh, the stadium.
Or something.
I think I might have seen something like that.
So, You need to get some help there, buddy, before, goes too far.
Your obsession.
Your obsession that you have. So it says the AEW All Out post scrum sounded interesting.
Right. Lots of drama going
Didn't
on.
sound interesting.
Thunder Rosa
It sounded
says
dumb.
she's hurt. I love that part by Tony Storms. Nobody knows if Thunder Rosa's really hurt. She just says she is.
And then Tony said, I think one other line about it. Like, we'll see.
When she
and
gets
then-
back, I'll beat her, and it's over.
And that's that. And
Yeah.
it's like,
She's
are
not.
you fucking retarded?
Well, yeah, she's terrible
Jesus
on the mic.
fucking Christ. Who let you talk? Nobody should allow you to talk. Ever. Go make a fucking sandwich. Work on your fucking wrestling. Maybe that's what you should be doing instead of sitting in front of media people talking that you don't know how to do.
Either that or just practice talking.
Something. While you're fucking practicing your wrestling. You should, do your promo while you're wrestling. Get it done at the same time. Fuck. Hey, it's Crazy's in the chat. Hey, Crazy.
Hey, Crazy.
It's all Dominic for president. Oh, I'm glad somebody likes him.
Well,
Good
he's
for
got
you,
a
buddy.
fan. There it is.
Robbie's like, haha, for fuck's sake. Dean Robbie's like, what value does the U.S. title have these days? I have no idea.
It is the only championship on Raw. So it has great value.
Great value. So
It is. It's the only championship on Raw.
Sophie says, and CM Punk talked about almost a half hour. Yeah, he pretty much not only degraded everything and anything about AEW, including the person who runs it, who was sitting right next to him.
Watch his face was priceless. I don't know if you guys have seen the scrum. Hilarious. Watch Tony Khan's face as CM Punk's just venting. Fuck this and fuck that and
And
pieces
we
of
all
shit.
wonder why we all, normal people who don't really enjoy him, look at him as a toxic addition to any wrestling place he ever goes to. Because he is! They haven't had any fall apart before. Yes, there might have been some shit that was going on that maybe they could work through and do some stuff about. Now they can't. They've got somebody out there who just stirs the pot even more, so now what,
You know, he did say the truth. He is the only person that's got him over 1 million, on his back. And then, Adam Page goes out there and talks a bunch of stupid shit to people. And when he knows nothing about nothing. Yeah, he went off on Page.
He went off on him. He went off on...
EVPs, which are Page's friends, which are the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega.
And Tony Khan.
And he didn't really say anything about it.
He's still an EVP.
He is the P.
Yeah.
He's not a VP. He's the P.
If it wasn't for the EVPs, Punk wouldn't even have a title around his waist.
It does make you wonder what he would have said if Cody would have still been around, because I don't think Cody would have joined in all those reindeer games.
Oh,
And so he probably would have said, except for Cody.
He wouldn't have... He better keep his name out of his mouth.
It's Ciampa and Miz. This is earlier today, guys.
I don't want to talk about it. He doesn't want to talk about it, guys. He doesn't want to talk about it. Robbie's like, I bet Thunder Rosa watches the cab. Robbie, I'm pretty sure she has other things to do, like eat tacos. Chris says, so I think Malachi has been granted his release. Why do you think that, my friend? Why do you think it?
I want to hear.
Sophie says the whole thing with Malachi was weird last night, like nobody knows what is going on. Chris has thought on CM Punk being a crybaby live mode at the media scrum, but can't blame him, honestly. EVPs, aka Elite, are a-holes.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't want to even join sides. I just know that this wasn't happening when he wasn't there.
Exactly.
How about that?
So, why is it happening now? Do you really think that he's the one that's opening everybody's eyes and spouting truth? Or is he the one that caused all the issues and now he gets to say whatever he's saying and that's it?
Why don't you get in the car and drive off?
Can't. It's upside down.
The Mist looks like his car has been flipped. That's not his car. It looks like a Volkswagen almost.
Whose car that is. That's a weird looking car though. I don't know what that was.
Bobby Lashley.
Robbie's like, D has he's entertaining you. Who is? You? No. You're not entertaining me either.
Jesus Christ, that cage is the scariest structure I've ever seen in my life.
Was it all floppy?
No.
Does it have spikes on it?
You'll see it right here. Yes. Giant spikes, probably like 2 feet long.
Oh my god, you could spear somebody?
Coming out the bottom of it. They must go into like some holes around the ring to keep it in place.
Oh my god, wonder if you got stuck under it.
Well, think about
and
it
was
falling.
Like slowly coming down.
Think about this thing falling.
It's like slow falling on you. I can't get away!
Look
No!
at those spikes.
It's like what's his face from that movie?
Uh-huh.
Austin Powers.
Yeah.
When they're not good.
The
guy won't get out of the way.
Like, he's like from here to across the street. And it's a steamroller going about 1 mile an hour.
Not even. Don't run me over. Get out
Hey!
of the way.
We got the New Day on the main, not the main roster. They're always on the main roster. On Raw, the main show.
Yeah, that guy. Crazy says, laughing, I just love heels, especially new ones. Not surprising. You seem like the type that would support that kind of stuff.
I like
Rob
heels
is like
also.
$2 value. Zach Lewis is in the chat. Hey, Zach. Hello. 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 Hello.
Alpha Academy.
Sophie says, CM Punk, he also said 2 people that made money off him was Vince and Colt Cabana.
Yeah, and Colt Cabana tried to sue him and do all that stuff. And Colt Cabana, he's saying that Colt Cabana is, the only reason he can't sue him is because his mom's on his bank account. And that's all you need to know about Colt Cabana. Because he can't get any money out of him because it would be his mom's money. So he hides his money with under his
smart
mom.
man. Sophie says EVPs of AEW threatened to walk out of the company after that whole CM Punk talk. Maybe they should. Let CM Punk run it. Maybe he knows what he's doing. Robbie says, DLO, you need to tweet Big Nose Paul on how you feel. No, I don't. I don't need to do anything. Thunder.
Hey, look.
Eat tacos
Los
and watch
Lothario's
no.
on the Raw.
She can't. She eats tacos with other wrestlers and does a YouTube show with them. She can't watch and do that at the same time. It doesn't
Street
work.
Profits.
Sophie says that's a Braun thing to do. Vindicator says Braun Strowman flipped over that car, LOL. Crazy says I'm still confused on the whole masked guy that attacked AJ from the crowd. I know he's a developmental wrestler, but WWE never acknowledged it. Makes it seem like it was real and not scripted.
It was just, what do they call that? Sleight of hand. Look here, why this is going on. That's why it wasn't an issue or a thing.
Robbie says, D, you're a tough critic.
And they could always turn it into a thing, I mean, if they wanted to. But we got 4 tag teams out here. So is the winner of this go up against the Uso Penitentiary?
What is this for? Do we know what it's for?
I don't know.
Yet?
There's
is
4
this
tag
a tournament thingy that we didn't know about?
There's 4 tag teams in this.
So it says U.S. Championship right now is the main championship for Raw. Chris says, or maybe all this is happening in AEW as a huge as fuck work because of what's happening in WWE. If so, it would be the most elaborate work in wrestling history since Montreal.
Right, and they said, all the dirt sheet writers have all said that it is definitely not a work. It's not a work. It's definitely not a work. So
Robbie says, oh, that's wrong, D. Is it floppy? Has it got spikes on it? LOL.
All right. Well, it looks like Angel Garza's in there with Xavier Woods.
Maybe you shouldn't talk about your spaghetti.
And that's how we're starting it out. So anybody can tag anybody, but the person you're wrestling can't tag your tag team partner. I'm sure you guys already know the rules to these.
I don't. I have no idea what you're saying.
Pin or a submission is the only way to get a win.
So anybody
And
can
it's
tag
the first-
themselves in as long as you're not tagging in your... they can't tag in your
partner. Yes. Because you can't wrestle your own partner or your guy just lay down and
you
want
can
to.
tag your partner in to
Yes.
replace you, but that's it.
Right, and that's what you would want to do.
Yes.
Is always
Sophie
just work
says,
off your...
great.
Oh,
We're
Angel's
going to
taking his pants
revisit the
off.
Usos New Day feud round 100, plus a couple other guys. Ayla's in the chat, so is
Ayla's
Vindicator.
up in- yeah,
Hey, Vin.
Vin.
Hey, Ayla. Robbie says Ayla shows up. Chris says, yeah, my boy Garza. Ayla's like, no, I didn't. Vindicator says Travis at this stage of the game would win a hypothetical clean match between Edge and CM Punk.
Punk.
Robbie says, do you wish that you were eating tacos with Thunder? She probably knows her tacos.
CM Punk is a world champion. Edge hasn't been a world champion in 12 years. He doesn't even remember how to do it. I do like Edge, though. Oh, shit, there it is! That's why you can't tag your own partner. That's dumb. They let him tag his partner. And see how he laid down real quick and his partner went to pin him. And then everybody, all hell broke loose. Right there, jump on your partner now. You're the two legal men. That was dumb. And the referee was going to count.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
The referee's all stupid. They're like, are you on the same team? Anyway, she wanted me to say if I showed you her hat that she got.
Nice.
Dead inside. Can't wear hats like that or else I'd be way more excited about it.
Those hats have a shallow bowl. They're a shallow bowl hat.
I look terrible in those kind of hats. Anyways, Sophie says whichever team faces the Usos, it will be a rematch. Vindicator says, Ayla, your favorite chatter SD is making her presence known here tonight. And Robbie says, a snapback hat. It looks like your hemorrhoid Ven. Vindicator's like, no, yours. Robbie's like, oh, what third leg, D? I don't know. You were the one talking about your spaghetti. Chris is like, why is New Day in this when they got beat up by Raiders on Friday?
I know, yet you notice
like multiple times.
Notice the Raiders aren't in this. Mm-hmm. And this is for a number one contendership. It's kind of silly. But it is nice to see that there are 4 tag teams in WWE, plus a 5th, and then the Usos, which make it a 6. I like that.
Yeah.
But 2 titles for 6 people?
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
They need some more. Some real ones.
Should
Not
they get,
singles put together.
Should they have like a United States Tag Team Championship too? That way half the teams have a title.
That's it. Robbie says, sounds like a confusion this match. Sophie says, do we know anything about Big E, like if he could come back to wrestle?
Absolutely, he can come back to wrestle. Will he? I don't know. I know he was talking about retiring when he got to
35.
At 35 or something anyways, and I think that's where he's at. But yeah, he could definitely come back at some point. Yeah. I think his injury will heal 100%. And then if he re-injures his neck, it would be a completely different injury.
Yeah.
So, I mean, anybody can get hurt. He's just a big, heavy man, and that's what did it, right? Like if that would have been like Apollo Crews, well, no, Apollo's a pretty big dude, also. Mustafa Ali.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have broke his neck.
No.
He didn't have the weight
right.
to come down. Although any fluke thing can happen, and your bone density does matter, and all that.
Quote like a possibility with Ruby Soho.
Who knows
she
what
might
happened
be
to
fucking
her.
broken.
Ruby
she
Soho,
might have
that
gotten
was
a fucking neck injury.
Yeah, I want to know what happened to Ruby because I would like to.
That's the things we want to know, not the stupid shit that CM Punk yacked about. How about giving us an update on one of your wrestlers that actually means something?
Right. It would be fun to go to one of those scrums live and actually do the interviews because you could find out that stuff.
Right. Ayla's like, no, Vin, yours. Sophie says, why isn't the Vacuumators not in this thing? They beat the New Day, like, what, twice? Vin and Robbie says, Ayla, no, yours. Under here says, I think Edge athleticism is better than Punk these days, and he is not a bleeder. Ayla says, I mean, technically, it's Luke's. Vindicator says that, no, yours back and forth reminds me of that old Pee Wee Herman joke. I know you are, but what am I? Chris says, hardcore tag team titles. And Robbie says, WWE living it up. Ayla says, I'm rubber, you're glue. Robbie says, Pee Wee Herman went to jail, didn't he?
No.
Where is Apollo? In
NXT? I don't think he got arrested. Well, he might have got arrested for that when he masturbated in the movie theater.
I don't know if he got arrested.
I know he got cited. He could have went to jail, but it would have been a short type thing. I mean, he was at an X-rated movie. Mm-hmm. All these people are like acting like they never watched porn and masturbated.
I know, right?
What? Oh my God!
Oh my God! Why are you doing it here? Like, go home and do it, freak!
Right? Hello, VHS.
Hello. Why don't you go home? I'm sure you have that stuff. Why don't you just hire a prostitute to come to your home?
Ew.
Rob is like, where's
pressure.
Apollo? He's in NXT. Sophie says, do you think the steel cage match will be the main event of the show tonight?
No. Unless it is somebody like Braun Strowman or something coming back.
Got 3 hours, guys.
But why would Braun Strowman tip over Mrs. Carr?
Yeah.
I guess it might not have been Mrs. Carr.
Could have been just a car. Ayla says, yeah, laughing for playing adult games in a movie theater for the Olsen twins movie.
Okay, I don't know about that.
Robbie says, Ruby looked piff yesterday. Vindicator says, yeah, Pee-wee is an absolute monster. Who's a free man these days? Go figure. Maybe he learned his lesson not to pull his pickle where it doesn't belong. Pickle in the chat. Hey, Pickle. To Christian Mingle, Punk is like that uncle who was released out of prison and causing turmoil, and I'm just munching on popcorn and watching the drama.
Right, just watching it unfold.
I
I guess
watch
at
him
some
implode
point
upon
during that
himself, 'cause
melee,
he
you could
kinda
see the
did.
security guards run out, but I didn't watch the whole melee or whatever they call the thing at the end, the scrum. Because it's like an hour and some odd minutes. I'm like, what?
Just fast forward it.
Well, yeah, but then you can't see where they run out. Because they just run out, supposedly.
Sophie says CM Punk has always been like he is now when he was part of the WWE. No, really? Crazy says Ernest versus Pee Wee Herman at WrestleMania. There you go, Crazy. That would probably be up your alley. He'd probably be like in pickle pulling heaven. Sophie's like WCW did have cruiserweight tag team championships. Vindicator's like, sorry, Travis, I have never masturbated. I have too much real life experiences with bombshell women to do that.
Right.
Sure, buddy. You keep telling yourself that. So
It's not about whether you can bag a classy broad or not.
Yeah.
That's not what masturbation's about. It's getting to know yourself.
Yeah, that. Sophie's like, Braun flipped cars in the past. Remember his feud with Roman.
Yeah. Oh, no, absolutely. He's flipped over a semi-truck. Ambulances. Or an ambulance, wherever you're from.
Ambulance. Thomas is in the chat, though. Hey,
Hey,
Thomas.
Thomas.
Hey, guys, what's up? Not much, Thomas. How was your trip to Cardiff? Did you enjoy
Did you
your
have a gay time?
WWE pay-per-view? Did you have a good time? Looks like you survived. It must not be that dangerous. Robbie lying to us about the dangers of Cardiff Wells.
Wow. Right down.
Oh, poor Humberto.
Alberto's the guy that's going to get pinned.
Oh.
Well, I know I love them, dude. He's
Poor
one of my
kid.
favorites, but he's the worst wrestler out there.
Oh.
Two, and
He's not.
who's the worst wrestler
He's not the worst.
out of
How
those
is he
guys?
the worst?
Out of the guys that are in there.
Okay, he is on the same level as Dawkins. You can't say that they're the worst.
Oh, I forgot about Doc.
I don't know. I think Roberto's a little better than him.
Yeah, Dawkins is just size.
I think he does better in his movesets, but
Right. Dawkins is probably better on the mic, which is terrible.
that's only because the guy doesn't.
It still,
English is not his first language.
still counts.
I want him to do it in Spanish and see what happens. If they
Well,
could do it in their native tongue, how would it be?
I think they should.
I think they should do it in their native tongue.
I would love to see him just come out and just rolling those R's.
Rip up one side and down the other, and
Just rolling
show
those
'em how it
R's.
goes and-
And you'd be like, whoa. Eddie Guerrero did it.
see, why can't they do it now?
Like a Spanglish type. Like you
Yeah.
throw in English words too.
It looks like he went to jail. His mugshot is funny. He got boned out the next day, though. He got boned out? That's nice.
He was getting boned in.
He was getting
He
boned
get
in while he
boned
was there.
He got boned in and then he got boned out.
There and back. Woo! Poor Pee Wee Herman. Sophie's like, if Braun does come back, hopefully they have a storyline reason on why he has been off WWE TV for over a year.
Well, they don't need storylines on why you
Who
left.
cares?
The comeback is good enough.
Vindicator's like, UK got a new prime minister today. Sorry, Luke, if you're out there. I hate politics, too. Yeah. They don't like their people there. Sophie says, wow, picture-in-picture. Yeah, for the first hour. They still have to do their commercials, right? Because everybody was saying, oh, they're going to do no commercials for the first hour. No, they're just going to do picture-in-picture. Thomas says, it was crazy. I got some merch, had to queue across the bridge for it, and getting in was pretty easy.
Oh, good. It sounds awesome.
My God, you had to stand in a line across the bridge to get your merch? How stupid is that?
Did you
You had
take
to queue
pictures?
it all up? Fucking queue. Fucking British people. Canadians say it too. We had to stand in queue. They don't stand in line.
Right. And what's funny about that is the only reason I even know what that is, like if you wouldn't, the only time I've ever heard that before is on Netflix. You put it in your queue in the line of how you're going to get your stuff.
Yeah.
Other than that, never heard that before. So.
Vindicator's like, British, I meant. And Ayla says, not boned. My gosh, haha. He got bond, though. I think he got boned. Totally. Like,
Did they get a good prime minister this time?
Sophie's like, it's funny, both the Bloodline and Judgment Day added new members this past weekend.
Wasn't his name Tony Blair? So Tony Blair's not the guy anymore? Wasn't that their prime minister?
No. He's some douche. Ask Ravi, he'd know. Sophie says that. Ravi says, LOL, Ayla, you fucked it up again. Yeah, douche in charge. So, you got rid of a douche and got another douche? Is that what you're trying to say? You just traded one douche canoe for another douche canoe? Dude, you guys gotta figure that out. You guys are gonna go down in flames.
These chairs are badass. I want a chair like that.
Flames! Flames! I was like, oh, well, I make people laugh.
All right, Ford into the ropes. Otis is there. What's Ford going to do with Otis?
On a daily basis, just
hit him with the white noise, Otis.
Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Oh, drops that chin down right into the top of Ford's head. Oh, damn. That's a big old backhand.
Oh, no.
There is a tag, by the way. Whoa, Ford.
Thomas
Who
says,
knew he was that strong?
I'll throw more pictures up of the event. And yes, we annoyed both Bailey and Roman with our chants. Yes. Annoying.
You should. I love the annoying chants.
Sophie
They're not
says,
annoying to me.
They went back to regular commercial. They
did
Sophie.
right there at the end.
They really hate you. They're like, yeah, you want
Both
picture?
Los Lotharios
Denied.
are attacking Ford. Ford looks like he has a post up his booty.
That is a bad angle of the pictures. Robbie says, well, is better than being a degenerate.
And is Ford going to be able to elevate
With
here?
you?
He did. He hit it too.
I guess.
But guess who's the legal man?
I got you, he says. I got
Ford ain't
you.
going to tap. Ford ain't going to tap.
Ernest Bell in the chat. He's like, who was the Joker? Well, we're not on AEW tonight, but AEW...
It's Braun Strowman! Braun Strowman is back! Tag team division. Tag team division.
For who? For what?
It doesn't matter. He's going to beat up all the tag teams.
Oh, God. Is he going to be his
He's
own
doing
tag
the
team?
old Vince McMahon thing. Look at this. Look how ripped this dude is. Braun Strowman is back.
Travis had a meltdown. It's all right.
Big Braun Strowman is back.
Just throw some peanut butter out the thing. The ref's leaving.
He should join the Alpha Academy.
Why is the ref leaving? Why does he look so sad?
He's very sad.
Why does he look sad, though?
Because he's a very sad human being.
It's not good. Or anyways, Ernest Bell, the Joker was MJF.
It was
we
MJF.
Knew it was going to be him.
And how
Poor Angel.
classic is this?
Oh,
Thank
poor
you.
Bo.
This is a tribute to Vince McMahon.
Is it?
It is. He hated tag teams. And now Braun Strowman's out there beating up
All the
four
tag teams.
tag teams. Not one, but 4 tag teams at once.
Sophie says the placement of commercials lately have been weird. Vinegar says Bailey is so uptight. I blame that hairstyle of hers. She needs to grow it. Ayla says, Ravi, you use a douche? Huh, I'm actually not surprised. Ravi's like, it's better than the twat in charge of America. Vindicator says Ernest Joker was a classic Batman villain. Ravi says, yeah, Ayla is.
Trust me, that dude is not in charge.
Oh, honey, Ravi, you're funny. The twat in charge. You mean the puppet up there that has somebody's hand up his ass telling him what to say?
That dude can't even read.
Poor guy. I feel kind of bad for him. He needs to be in a home.
I do feel bad
His
for him.
wife needs to be taken to jail
I feel
for
like his wife-
senior abuse at this point in life.
She should be put in prison.
I mean,
Uh-oh, here it is! The big man running!
He's
What happened? Oh my god, he fell.
Oh, he pulled a whatchamacallit.
He did. Titus O'Neill'd it.
Titus O'Neill'd it. Oh god, take it back to Gatorade. Get rid of him. I was like, yeah, it was a douche. I used it. It was like wonderful, Robbie. So if he says next week Monday Night Football is back, that means Raw might not make 2 million viewers every week. Robbie
We'll
says
see how it works out.
Close up of him spitting. Yeah.
My question is, are people that watch football the same people that watch wrestling? And I'm going to say no. There might be a few, obviously.
Yeah, but not very many.
I think I might just do picture-in-picture and make the show go quicker.
It would. Vindicator says shout out
Oh,
louder,
shit!
Travis. You got to wake up these chickens in the yard. Those chickens. Robbie says, cheers, Ayla. I'm wonderful. Sophie says, why this match he decides to show up, though.
Because it's tag teams, guys. Don't you remember he was the tag team champions?
Yeah, by himself.
It's the exact same
And he
storyline.
tripped and fell. What a...
He
terrible
is.
for a
It's
comeback.
just like Raquel Rodriguez. Same exact story. Oh, he's doing the Hulk Hogan thing.
P. Cola's in the chat. Hey, P. Cola says somebody is hyped about a meh wrestler.
I wish it was like against better competitors, because it makes no sense. Because what comes of this?
I don't know.
Does he
Have
grab
him have fun with what's his face, that big guy that MVP was in charge of. I haven't seen him.
A
for
Moss?
A hot
Yeah,
minute.
he already beat a Moss once.
We'll have him beat him again.
Yeah, he'll run through a Moss.
Ayla's like, sure, Ravi, wonderful. Ravi's message retracted. Crazy says those red jeans are a disgrace.
Yeah, that's weird.
Well, it's wrong.
I mean, I'm glad that he's back. It's
Chris
just
says, are you fucking kidding me? No, nobody's kidding you, Chris. It's totally true. It's Braun Strowman. He's out there running around and he tripped and fell. It was so sad. So it was like I thought Braun would come back during the steel cage match since he has history with Bobby.
Hey, did anybody catch what that was about? What happened there, though? We just talked about it. They were having the 4 best tag teams wrestle for a #1 contendership.
And none of them won.
Why aren't the Viking Raiders there?
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they're pushing them, and they just buried all 4 of those tag teams. They got beat up by one dude.
Poor Street Profits.
But the Vikings are like, no, you're not beating us up, right? Like, and now they didn't get beat up.
Yeah.
So the Vikings still look tough. And the rest of the tag team division looks like Vince is running it.
Robbie says, Ayla, that kind of view. Sophie says he is from Kansas City. Ayla's that kind of view. Cough. That's kind of you. Yeah, I'm pretty nice. Robbie says, yep, to me you are, Ayla. And Sophie is like, Braun tag team partners should be legal to wrestle now.
He might be of
The little
age.
kid. Ayla's like, poor thing. Robbie's like, get a drink of water if you have cough, Ayla. Chris says, this is worse than media scrum. Robbie says, so Braun is he going to be in the title picture?
Angel just got walked over.
Oh, God, poor Angel Garza.
Yeah, he will be.
Sophie says, I guess EC3 is doing his wrestling promotion by himself with Braun back in the WWE.
Right, and maybe Vince, or not Vince, sorry. Maybe Braun is still part of it, and now he is going to get $1 million. He's a $1 million guy.
Right?
To put into it.
So, for that EC3 thing, wrestling promotion, Braun started it with that guy. And then I guess a while ago, somebody in our chat was talking about it because he brought it up.
Poor
and I was
Chad Gable.
like, wait, I'm pretty sure Braun started it with him. What is it called?
Control your narrative.
Yeah. CYA or CYN. That's so dumb. Anyways, so he helped start that, and then
Here
he
comes that power
stepped
slam.
aside. So that guy and somebody else is doing that control your narrative wrestling promotion.
Wouldn't right now be a
Business.
great time to bring somebody else back, like the Fiend, like right now?
Right now?
While he's dominating,
While he's doing all this,
and then the lights go out and the red comes on.
and he's like, "No, my glory is gone."
I think you put them together.
Does he have something in his nose, or
He
has he
could.
just got boogers?
I'm just saying that you bring back the Fiend and then you get the Wyatt family back together.
We don't know what you're saying, dude. You're just yelling at the camera.
Bring
and
back
nobody
Big
can hear you.
Aaron Rowan.
He's got.
Come on, let me fantasize.
Just fantasize. I don't care.
Fantasizing all over
Pretty
you.
sure he has a piercing in his nose. That's what it is. It looks like he has a booger in his nose, but it's not.
He got in shape though. Good thing he left. Look at the size of those abs. Like one ab's like a basketball.
Hi, Alyssa says I don't need water. I have coffee. Sophie says Killer Cross was also part of the EC3 promotion. Riley says I'm Braun. I can run fast and roar and spit all over the place. That's all I can do. He tripped too. It was amazing.
He did. He pulled the Titus.
Chris says he's not. Robbie's like coffee with cream. Yeah. Sophie's like, is Braun screaming? I can't tell. I have no idea what he said. It was like a mocha with 6 shots of espresso.
He said my time is
Jesus
now.
Christ, you're gonna shit yourself to death.
You can't see me. My time is now.
Chris says have Fiend kill Braun. Aww.
No, I think you put them together.
How sweet. That's nice. That's really sweet.
Oh God, they started it after he got back on his feet. So they showed the highlight of him running through the wall.
Oh.
But they started it when he was back on his feet. So they didn't show the trip.
Oh, they didn't show him tripping.
I was like, is he going to hit Gable? And he just like slid under him or something. Like he was on a slip and slide. Titus O'Neil style. At the Greatest Royal Rumble. That's what that was. The Greatest Royal Rumble.
That's right. When he tripped and fell under the thing.
Litany.
There's that and clean up this sweat. That's all
Raquel!
over there.
What's the odds?
One giant after another giant.
No, it's the same storyline. It's one person in a tag team against tag teams. Rodriguez, right?
Yes. Aaliyah and Raquel Rodriguez, the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions.
Aaliyah doesn't count.
She's got to do something.
She's the 12-year-old boy of Braun Strowman,
It's true.
but with the nicer butt. Oh!
Robbie says, oh, Ayla needing the buzz. Ayla's like, nah, good. I've been sipping on it since 2 p.m. Oh, disgusting, dude. Ew, gross.
Probably got all sorts of bacteria by now. Just kidding. I lost my voice. Now it's all like deep and bassy.
Chris says, I can't wait for Bliss to friend zone Braun. Robbie says, must be stone cold now, Ayla. Ayla's like, coffee doesn't affect me negatively. It calms me down. No buzz. Sophie says, welcome back, Braun. So they put him in the same storyline from a few years ago. Ayla says, I got it iced, but the ice melts. Sophie says, Bliss must be happy that her best friend Braun is back in the company. Robbie says, not real coffee. Chris says, wow, and look who shows up after Braun.
Nikki A.S.H.
Ayla says, Robbie, I didn't make it up. Sophie's like, I don't think Braun is the only return tonight. Robbie says,
Good.
I'll save some coffee for D, Ayla. It was like, bacteria, haha, nah. I pop it in the freezer and make a slushy out of it.
Oh, God, that just sounds so terrible.
No more terrible than making a slushy out of soda. Didn't you ever do that?
Sounds terrible. It makes it flat. Oh, I almost got some. I'm good.
Are you going to throw up? Good.
I almost got there. I remember it flashed me back to a child.
Flat
Yeah, I put
soda?
Coca-Cola in the fridge or in the freezer, and I went to eat the ice cube, and it was flat.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't have any stop fizz to it anymore.
Why would I drink pop that
Lose
doesn't
all
have
the
a fizz?
oxygen out of it.
Maybe like a Sprite. That might be good. Or 7-Up. Whatever one is the better one.
Sunfist.
Yeah.
Orange slushy.
All right, are we going to get new tag team champions? I thought we were going to see Control Your whatever they're called. What are they called? Damage Control? Damage Control tonight.
Oh.
Isn't that what everybody was saying? Just let go. Let go.
Yeah, let it go. Nikki ASH does not have a whatchamacallit on.
A face mask? Oh, no, she doesn't.
No.
Oh.
She doesn't have a cape on anymore.
That's good. I thought she didn't wrestle with a cape. Does she wrestle with a cape on?
I don't know.
I thought she'd take it off if
capes
she was
on,
cape.
but
I like
maybe-
the black and white outfit better than the blue and yellow.
Well, now they match. Now they're really a
Oh.
tag team, so, you know. They just
Two
don't
drops
have a
in
name
there.
yet.
The bump.
Robbie says Nikki was on the Worlds Collide. Chris says, here comes doo-doo drop. Ayla says, root beer is the best one to freeze. I like what I like. Robbie's like, do you still eat in bacon jam? Never even ate it, so I couldn't tell you.
Bacon jam.
Chris says Dewdrop
Jam.
and Nikki were at Worlds Collide and lost. Aww. Robbie says, Ayla, you strange creature.
I was going to ask, is Thomas still in here? Was there matches after the show went off? Did they perform for you after the show?
Yeah, Thomas. Did anything else happen after they stopped showing us stuff?
Oh, there they are. Damage Control in the back.
Damage control. Ugh.
Yes, Shirai looks weird, or Sky looks weird in that outfit. It looks like she's going on a date. Or an office job.
Was she wearing like a jacket or something?
No, it was, well, you'll see it here. It's like a nice blouse and a skirt.
Her non-wrestling gear. That's
Right.
weird.
Whoa! Just in time. Raquel saved Aaliyah. That's going to be There.
He needs to say.
Maybe it's a little sluttier in the middle there, but.
I'm like, I don't think you're allowed to wear that in an office situation unless you're going to the pole office.
Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper.
Robbie says Dumpling looking decent tonight. Pickle's like Nikki ASH cosplaying Syndrome from The Incredibles. Chris says, let's see a Yokozuna bomb from Dewdrop. JVD is in the chat. Hey, JVD says, her.
Hey, we're going to actually get to see Raquel's real power here in a second.
Pickle says, I mean, maybe she files and...
Oh, God. I love when they do this because they, obviously, with guys, you would say, oh, he's way too big. But with the girls, they're like, I don't even think she could pull that off. Like, how do you not call her fat?
Oh,
Right?
that's mean.
Not even Braun Strowman could do that one.
Oh, God, that's mean. Pickle's like, I mean, maybe she files and makes appointments on the side. That's right, Pickle. Maybe she does.
Yeah.
Chris says, I liked old ring gear because it was sexier. Sophie says, I wonder who Braun's first feud back will be against heading into the next pay-per-view.
Uh-oh, look at this. Look at this. Don't do that. Don't do that. That'll hurt your neck, sweetie. Oh, that's a bad idea. Oh, that could hurt you. 1, 2, and 3, and Dewdrop takes the pin.
Ouch. Yes, JVD, that's what Labor Day's about. The moms and labor. Did you guys see Braun slip laughing my ass off? Yes. We watched him fall. We giggled about it. Said that he pulled a Titus O'Neil and then got up and finished his moveset. Sophie says today marks the 25th year anniversary of Goldberg's WCW debut. Sophie
Wow.
says I meant this month. Cool.
He changed the game, didn't he? Well, I'm going to tell his mom. That's what he should say. They can kiss my Dominic.
Ooh. Ooh. He's like family. He's never going to put hands on his son. You might have to, buddy.
Beat up the Judgment Day. Go get Braun Strowman. You guys will run through him. It's going to be... Finn would make the most sense
They're going to throw
size-wise.
Dominic at him.
No, it definitely
And then he's
won't.
like, I can't put hands on my own son. So he's going to have to lose. Because his kid's going to have to beat the poo-poo out of him. Chris says we need to change Raquel's gear. She looks like Tamina gear. Yes, it's not good.
Well, her body's not quite ready yet. She's transforming.
Santos Saldago is in the chat. Hey,
Hey,
Santos. Muchos benedicinos. Hello. Robbie says
Appreciate
this
ya.
ain't a smart move to break your neck, right? JVD says that would have been funny if he tore something and got injured. JVD, this is not nice. So he says, too bad we never got a Goldberg versus Stone Cold match. I guess. Hola, Santos.
Yeah, I don't think Stone
Please,
Cold would have
speak
taken that
English in the
match.
chat. Thank you, friend.
I honestly don't
Piccolo
think
says-
Stone Cold would have taken that match because they would have had him on the losing side.
Yeah. Piccolo says Tara's quads like vents.
And he would not wrestle Hulk Hogan either. Stone Cold.
JVD says, right, Piccola? Crazy says Braun eats bacon strips for breakfast. That's gross, dude. So he's like, so that Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match meant nothing but to set up Braun's return to the company?
It meant nothing. That's why the Raiders weren't in it. And I was wondering why the Vikings weren't in there. And it's like...
Now we always know.
Now we know because they didn't want to embarrass the Raiders because they've been doing so well.
Robbie says Ray and Son no longer. Tamina just stay at home. And LOL not nice, says D, mocking Braun tripping. It was hilarious.
It was pretty funny. I was wondering what he was doing because I thought he was going to hit Gable.
Right?
But
I
he
thought he
fell.
was too, but he fell.
But he's like, whoop, I'm back up.
He's like...
It was like a
Titus
Muppet.
O'Neil would be proud.
It was like a Muppet show though. It's like he fell and then just popped back up and then kept running.
The way that the camera angle was, yeah.
Yeah.
If they would have had it somewhere else, you would have seen him completely fall, but you didn't.
Right.
Vindicator says, so sad NXT UK has been obliterated, but hopefully NXT Europe will be better.
I think it will be really good.
Sophie says the Stone Cold didn't want to wrestle Brock either. Crazy says nothing wrong with bacon strips. I love bacon strips. Not surprising.
Well, I don't think
JVD's
anybody really wants to wrestle Brock. That dude's a beast.
JVD laughing. Sophie says Triple H said he got plans for to Europe like a World's Cup thing, and Robbie says he's never going to live it down tripping.
They asked Paul White, the Giant, who's the strongest guy that he's ever wrestled.
He said
And
Brock.
no,
Oh.
he said John Cena. John Cena's the strongest, but Brock Lesnar is scary, strong, and fast. Like his speed is makes him different than the other guys because he's so quick, and that's Paul White, and he's a big giant that's slow moving. Miranda. By the way, all the guys that they were asking him about could pick him up. Goldberg, John Cena. Yeah, we all know John
Braun
Cena's
wants to
strong.
wrestle Brock again. Oh yeah. Curvin is in the chat. Hey, Curvin says Amos and Braun together. Watch. Nah.
Amos. I think we're going to see that match. I think Amos will be one of his
Yeah,
earlier.
but I don't think they'll be together.
No.
Ravi says, can going to Suplex City kill you?
Suplex City.
Possibly, if you land wrong. Sophie says, with HBK running NXT Europe, who is going to run NXT USA?
Who's going to be running it? Oh. They're putting Shawn Michaels. Maybe he's back to doing drugs and drinking if they're moving him out of the country.
Maybe.
Because that's weird if they're moving him out of the country. He's a Texan. Like, Texans usually don't move out of the country. So, yeah, they've got plenty of people they can use in that role. I still think they're using Brother Love in that role. Anyways, I think he's in charge anyways.
Yeah.
Pritchett.
Oh.
Or whatever his name is. I call him Brother Love.
So it says Braun got released last year because his contract costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it was a money cut.
Probably says Braun versus Gunther, possibly. Maybe.
No.
But doubtful.
Not right now.
Vindicator says Suplex City has no income taxes, Robbie. Robbie's like, Shawn Michael, both of his eyes look the opposite way. I can't do the opposite way. I can only do cross-eyed.
Yeah, he got an eye injury, assholes. And
Travis doesn't like him.
he didn't.
I
Well,
don't know why he stands up for him. He's like, how dare you make fun of his disability?
because
Delete that!
there's nothing he can do about it.
Is that why he talks like a dumbass too?
I don't like Shawn Michaels as a wrestler, never have. I liked him when he was with the Rockers.
Is that why he has such a shitty personality as
Look at
well?
that, 2 days ago.
Because he got an eye injury.
I think that's the alcoholism.
But
But he can't do anything about his damn eyes.
So he says, I wonder how much it costs the WWE to re-sign Braun this time.
$1 million.
$1 million!
A-Town down.
Oh,
Austin
$1
Theory.
million!
Mr. Bigglesworth.
Mr. Bigglesworth. Mine's up there. He has hair, though. He hasn't been through the cryogenic phase. Poor guy.
If he lied complications.
Complications. Robbie says, does he claim benefits for the eye injury?
I have no idea. I know that he ran out of money, and that's why he got a job back with WWE. Triple H hired him.
He drank it all away.
No, that's not a false saying, by the way.
Per Block, our person who did win.
Hey, good to see you back in here, boss.
Is in the chat. Hey, how's it going? It says Braun is the most boring unga bunga brute I ever seen. Why bring it back? So
I lost it. I got excited.
Fall.
He fell down.
Jump up to do his train run. Oh my God, he needs to stop doing that. Terrible.
Well, you know, a big man with bad knees runs weird anyways, and now they're using that. And remember when they used to do the actual train, like the
Yes.
Like during the match.
Yes.
Hopefully they don't bring
I
that
don't
back.
want them to. If they do, I'm leaving.
Austin Theory, think about how brave of a human being you have to be to come back after getting knocked out by the heavyweight champion of the world.
Look, his jaw hurts. He can't even yell at him.
Well, yeah, he got punched in the face by the heavyweight champion of the world.
Like, my face hurts. Yes.
I want to see you cash in. I don't know what you're talking about. I'd like to see a champion on Raw.
That poor box. It's all broken.
I got one of those.
Doesn't look like that.
Should I jump on it?
You should jump on it. Hit some people with it. Robbie's like, D, you joker. So he's like, Brother Love said on his podcast that he didn't write one episode of NXT.
Oh.
Robbie's message retracted. Sophie says we still got a lot more released talent that could make their way back to the WWE. Excuse me. Yeah, all of them.
I mean, just bring them all back. They should just have open door policy. If you want to come back, you're back.
And then just revolve it as they get in. They just leave right away.
Right. One day
backing
contracts.
Backing out. Back in, back out. Ooh, I'm so
of course
glad
you're glad a Roman Reigns
Robbie
is champion.
says D pissed in her pants when she laughed when she said $1 million. Did I? I don't think so. It's from a movie, and if you don't know the movie, Robbie...
Austin Theory is stumbling over his words right now, and it's weird.
Punched in the jaw!
It happens.
At least he's not out there like this.
Would you leave him alone? He can't help that he's cross-eyed.
Vindicator says...
Look, he can't do it.
Vindicator says, don't hurt yourself, Travis. Ayla can't fill in for you every week. So he says Triple H does have an open door policy. And Robbie says, I know the movie. Yeah, and it's funny. Just because you don't find anything funny. It's because you...
When is he going to win the title? Or are they going to just do a swerve and we're not going to see him get it?
Never.
Because he is Vince's guy.
So
Kevin Owens!
He will cash in successfully. Crazy says everybody needs a Russian hill.
Yeah, that's hard to do right now in the world's climate.
Yeah, we don't want Russia hills in there. It's bad enough they got a German one.
What's wrong with Germany right now?
They're
on our side right now.
Yeah, after that speech her puppet did. Yeah. Everybody likes Germany. It just made you want to go. No. No. No.
What's wrong with your jaw? He got hit by the heavyweight champion of the world!
Oh, he really wanted to say what you should have said. You got knocked the fuck out!
Give it to him.
Give it to him! Come on, let him do a Friday line.
Come on, Kevin.
Robbie's like, Kevin Owens is the best on Raw. Crazy says Muhammad Hassan got the best heat during
You got KO'd! Kevin Owens is funny.
Sophie says, the way the Roman title reign is, I could see what they did with the 16 Rumble match and do it again in the 2023 Rumble with him defending against everybody in the Rumble match.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Put him out there first.
You found your first name again.
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Matt Riddle got his back too.
I know. It's funny.
I think both of them in their wrestling gear, so we can't see a match right now.
No.
Are they repackaging Elias?
Yes. He got broken.
Yeah, he's in the hospital with all his brothers and family.
Maybe he died. Films in the chat. Hey, Film says, well, that was not what I least expected. Braun Strowman is back. Wow. Yeah. JVD is laughing, and Robbie's like, Braun with Seth Rollins' red pants on. Ew. Sophie's like, they turned Kevin Owens back into a face. Did they? I don't know if this is really a face move.
But yeah, he's definitely going up against Theory, who's one of their top heels.
Film says, hello, Miss D and Travis, big hugs, big heart. Hey, Film. Sophie says, didn't they do this type of segment with Austin Theory and Kevin Owens not that long ago?
I can't remember, but possibly.
Maybe. Ooh, he He's a jellyfish.
Well, of course he's jealous.
He's a jelly. Everybody's jelly. Jelly, jelly bellies.
Dude, you can't say that to somebody that's a champion.
And
Austin
has
Theory,
been
you've
a
never been a champion, dude. You can't say that.
You're not a champion. Ooh, Mr. Money in the Bank.
Are they going to give it to Kevin? Is that what they're hinting at there?
Maybe.
They're going to wrestle for it there.
Mm-hmm.
There he is. He gave him the first. Now maybe Kevin Owens will want to help him win that title.
Film says, I don't know. I like Kevin Owens' character as a heel, in my honest opinion.
Yeah, he plays a good heel, but he can do both, and I like the ambidextrous wrestlers.
Yes. Miz is like that, too. Randy Orton's a lot like that sometimes.
Randy can just play neutral.
Yes, he's just like, I'm an asshole. I'm really nice. I'm an asshole. I'm really nice.
That was 18 months ago.
He did. He tied him. He handcuffed him to a thing.
Yeah, I remember it. Yeah, and they couldn't get it unlocked.
Yeah. Poor Paul Heyman couldn't get it unlocked. He had no idea what he was supposed to do. Or I was like, Elias, he's still singing? Austin can say what he wants. He's in the title picture. Sophie says, it seems like they are going to revisit the Reigns-Owen feud. Film says, hopefully they'll bring back Elias and get rid of the whole brothers storyline. Maybe.
He's fantasy booking.
Fantasy booking it.
It's fantasy booking.
Go Kevin, you tell him, boy. Crazy says they should give someone a gimmick where they are heel one week and face the next over and over. I think that would be interesting.
Just flip-flopping them. Yeah, fantasy booking doesn't work. Woo! Austin
Trying
Theory.
hard to stay relevant.
Truth hurts.
He's like, ouch, it hurts my face.
You're handpicked by the wrong guy.
Robbie says, Kevin is good on the mic. He is. Very good. You were.
He's waiting for it. He's clairvoyant.
Enough talking. Let's fight. Not dance fight. Fight fight.
It's gonna be a dance fight.
It's not a dance fight.
Oh, Austin Theory quickly goes
fight.
to the outside. So wise. So
He's like,
wise.
I'm gonna take my jacket off. Oh shit.
Kevin Owens with the big clothesline right there on the outside.
He
of the ring.
didn't trip.
He's tripping, all right.
He didn't.
Whoa.
He didn't trip. Haha, so funny. Yeah, Walter's like, good Raw. Hey, Walter.
Braun Strowman's like, there's something slippery there.
Somebody spit on the floor. It was probably him.
He dripped on it.
He spit all over
with his
it.
drip. His spittle. Bah.
JBD's laughing at Phil's like, ha ha ha, lol. Walter's like, AEW all out. CM Punk won. Yeah.
He did.
He won all right.
MJF showed up.
He won, and then Complete had a tantrum meltdown after
Then he got in a
that.
fist fight in the back with one of the Jacksons.
It was like, hi, Walter. Robbie's like, Braun must have
Whoa.
sent a few postcards from his trip. Maybe. Oh, no, Austin Theory. It's great. You found your first name.
He had lost it. Uh-oh. Big splash onto the outside.
JBD's laughing. You're probably right, Talitha. Yeah, totally.
Kevin Owens reminds me of the big boss man a little bit.
Who's that?
Hey, he was just a wrestler.
Oh.
in the 80s, 90s.
Ernest
Big
Bell,
Bubba.
Yeah, Ernest Bell's like, I'm back!
I'm back.
Sophie says Theory is still in a feud with Johnny Gargano as well. P. Cola says, I hope LaToya. Walter says, okay, at 9:30 p.m. I'm going to be here Wednesday, though, 8 p.m. for AEW, but I'm still here now. And hey, Ayla. Bye, Travis. Bye. Bye-bye. Bye. P. Cola says, from Cobb County, Georgia. Who is it? Who's from Cobb County, Georgia? Like a little bit of picture-in-picture for this one, too. We're still in the second hour. I thought it was just Theory. No, he got his first name back. Matt Riddle did, too. They're all first naming it. They can't be like Prince or Madonna or Oprah. They said you can't. You have to have two names. You can't just be one named. Sorry. So they all have to have two names. Well, it's like Daphne, I was right. MJF is back. Yes, you were right. We all kind of guessed it, but you were definitely right as well. Crazy says, I thought it was Cobb County. LOL. Oh, pretty sure it's Cobb County, Georgia. I was like, Travis going for a sit down. Yes, because men over here in the United States probably sit down to we. Sophie says, I wonder if we are going to get a lot more NXT call-ups. Yeah, probably, Sophie, so that your guys' dude, Paul, can fill up NXT with children. Got to have those little kids in there. We don't have the 12-year-olds in there. What are you going to do? You have those little tiny guys. Make your NXT better.
That's who you're going to see come up here pretty soon, too.
Who?
The Mexican guy that was in that group.
The group guy? Okay. Walter's like, Kevin Owens for the win. And Film says, hey, Piccolo, what up, friend? Robbie says, but do you have 4 names? I have 4 names. Ernest Bell says, Ticket Master. Piccolo says, yo, what was that noise? What noise? That bloop noise? Travis's phone. It's loud and obnoxious. JVD says, Travis, I hope everything comes out okay. Yeah, you doing all right there, friend? Travis had a problem this morning. That pepper that he ate yesterday attacked his insides at 3 a.m. Terrible. Sophie's like, AEW is WCW 2000 all over again. Robbie says, I sit down for a wee sometimes. Well, after your douche comment earlier, Robbie, it's not really a big surprise anymore, is it? So he's like, man, you and Travis both have the John Cena magic because you guys keep disappearing. Sophie, we are real people. We're not robots. We do have to get up and do things. Pico's like, TMI, but laughing inside. JVD's like, sounds fun. I know, right? I did not know that that's what happened to him, guys. I seriously had to be told this morning that that's what happened. I was asleep through the whole thing. Him getting up, leaving at 3 a.m., having the devil inside of him be exercised.
It's not like I had to go to the bathroom. I was just on fire on my insides. I didn't know what was happening. It's almost like a panic attack, but it wasn't. I was like, what's happening inside of me?
Well, there's like good wrestling this weekend. And JVD says, Robbie, you what?
Yes.
Like, yeah. Does the wee run down your leg when you try standing up? Robbie. Ernest Bell says, Ernest is a robot. Why are you a robot, Ernest? I don't think that's right. So it's like that's what we
Santos
need robots
Escobar.
to help out. Who's Santos Escobar?
That's who's going to be coming up eventually.
Oh,
We're gonna see
that
him pretty
guy. I kind of remember him a little bit.
soon. I don't think it's exciting, but it's something.
I think Austin bit off a little more than he could chew. Robbie says, JVD, if Travis sits down, it's not going to splash everywhere. Ew. JVD's laughing, and Ernest Bell says, with programmed words for lives. Oh, my. You guys are silliness. Walter's like, Travis, you need hot tea. It helps the stomach. Travis doesn't drink
now,
tea.
I have a tea, but it's caffeine-free.
Yeah, peppermint tea would help. It's caffeine-free.
I'm good.
Peppermint tea does help with stomach issues. That's true, Walter. Sophie says Braun seemed happy to be back, and I guess he was surprised with the reaction. Were they supposed to hate him? It looks like JVD Robbie told us earlier he douches regularly. Robbie says, does it happen to you, Ayla? Oh, Jesus, you guys. Sophie says, I think AEW was interested in Braun at one point, and JVD's Ayla laughing. I don't think that Braun was interested in AEW, though, because he tried to start his own promotion instead.
Yeah, AEW is a weird place for him. They don't like bigger guys.
Robbie's like, Ayla loves being a douche. Ayla's like, I know better than to stand up while I pee. Right? Duh. When we take a wee.
Austin Theory getting outpowered here by Kevin Owens.
Pickle, I swear this chat keeps getting too comfortable. Pickle, that's what happens when we have the same people in here for almost 3 years. Happens.
Big clothesline right there by Kevin Owens. Austin Theory in a little trouble here. People probably can't even hear me, but I didn't want to put this back on
While you're crunching your
while
food?
I'm eating.
Sophie says
So I'll hold it while I'm talking.
You guys don't have a bucket to go to the bathroom, so you don't have to go anywhere?
Yeah, like a chamber pot.
So, Sophie, you want us to, like, just do our business in front of you? Walter's like, glad Braun came out and beat up guys.
Got a bucket to piss in and a window to throw it out.
Right? JVD's like, people laughing at us. Swell says, hi, how was your day? Sophie says Tyson Fury is open to a full-time spot on the WWE roster. Yeah, if he can get back into the United States.
He put up his
Las Vegas house for sale.
WBC championship against Anthony Joshua today. I sent the challenge to Anthony Joshua, so now it's in Anthony Joshua's court.
Ooh, Ravi, you hear that? Your best buddy, Anthony Joshua, has to say whether or not he wants to go after that title. Uh-oh. JVD is laughing and is like, I like to think of y'all as my friends. Isn't there a HIPAA law in here? Ha ha ha, Sophie does the squat walk. Jeez, you guys. Walter's like, now WWE copying AEW picture to picture. They've been trying to limit, like, the commercial stuff on WWE. They talked about doing that before. Not really copying WWE.
I mean, it makes sense. You're still
or
hearing
AEW.
The commercial. So right now, I want a Snickers, like
a Payday.
A Payday, whatever. They said peanuts. I think of Snickers. That's their own fault.
Yeah, they shouldn't do that. People is like, that's part of the Patreon content. Shitting in a bucket. Oh, Jesus Christ. I was like, Ernest Bella Ayla learned how we standing up today. Sophie says Triple H said he will be talking to Bad Bunny for future plans for him in the WWE. He's in a movie. Bad Bunny's in a movie with Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt will never know who he is.
Is it the train?
Yes, that train one. And Brad Pitt will never know who he is because Brad Pitt doesn't recognize faces. He will never know who Bad Bunny is. Pickle is laughing, but I was like, damn it, Ayla.
It sounds like anxiety or something.
Probably is. Robbie says, freshen up and keep clean, D. Ew, God, why would I do that? This be a stink fest over here. Pickle's like, Bad Bunny and Logan Paul should be a tag team. JV says, Pickle, imagine this chat conversation in Ramble's chat. I guess that means something to somebody. Sophie says, wow, this Raw is going by fast. Sure. Kevin Owens is beating the poo-poo out of Austin Theory.
He is.
Austin finally got his first name back. Good for him.
We can start calling him Austin now. The real Austin.
Ah, yes, the real Austin. It looks like the problem is Fat Lisa does share enough private stuff. Does or doesn't? Doesn't. I don't blame him. Walter says, congrats Tony Storm and Kenny Omega and the Young Bucks last night and others. True that, Walter.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show, Walter.
Robbie says Anthony Joshua wants to join WWE. He was saying it when he was on Top Gear with Goldberg. Nobody wants him. We don't. The WWE shouldn't want him either.
He looks the part.
He's got too much weight in his feet.
It's wrestling.
He has too much weight in his feet.
Looked like Anthony Bowens or whatever. Remember? It wasn't Anthony Bowens, but it was one of those guys. It was a boxer, an English boxer in AEW. Remember him?
Kind of. Not really. Chris says JVD, yes, Rambles would be laughing. Pico says Rambles is a bit prudish. I remember trying to be myself there and she wouldn't have it. Sophie says it sounds like Roman won't be on TV for a while. JVD's like, Pico, yeah, I hear ya. So, are you saying that you're not yourself in here? Sophie's like, didn't Rambles quit doing watch-alongs and films? Says, hey, Piccola, happy Monday, and we're back from picture-in-picture, guys.
Who is
to
Rambles?
the actual.
Is that broad?
Yes, it's a broad.
Is she the one that, like, watches this stuff in her underwear and stuff, and you can do her Patreon or whatever?
Probably. But she's a prude, so if you're going to do that and be a prude, it doesn't really match up very well. Chris is like, Rambles is on right now. Chris is like, I've got my hand in my pants already. I'm just over there watching.
Is she the one that does she doesn't like AEW? And she's always talking trash about CM Punk?
Pico says Strowman and Lashley would dominate. JVD says Sophie Nash, she still has them. Chris says Rambles is a girl with glasses. Sophie's like, oh, Pico's like, she's cool. With dots after it.
Is her channel
sure
like 3 letters?
That.
Is it like a 3-letter account, like GOC or something like that?
Robbie says prude, lol, OD. What? Somebody said she was prudish, not me, my friend. Picola said she's a bit prudish. Ernest Bell says The Fiend and Palumbo as a tag team is next. Yeah?
Old Chuck Palumbo.
Walter says Bobby Lashley will win over The Miz in the steel cage
Pop-up
match.
powerbomb. No!
Walter is going for the Bobby Lashley win over The Miz in steel cage match. You think that's going to happen? Probably. So he says there are sometimes Rambles doesn't do watch-alongs. She sometimes does reviews. JVD says, no, that's not her. She loves WWE and AEW. Different girl. Chris says, no, Rambles is a wholesome channel.
Oh.
Oh, Pico's like, no, that's a different Chica, the GOC.
Okay.
JVD says, no, her channel name is Wrestling Rambles.
Oh, okay.
Film says, Pico, I'm glad you're staying cool, friend. Sophie says, maybe Bronson Reed will return to the WWE tonight. And Pico's like, a little thanks, Film. JVD says, I seen that GOC girl one time and she was way too annoying for me. Oh gosh, you guys, I thought that'd be right up your alley. You know, brown panties, yelling and screaming about stuff. If one's too prudish, just go to that one. Seems like everything goes there. Sophie says there's another watch-along channel that I sometimes go to. Name is Showstopper TV.
So it's Wrestling Rambles while I'm on Wrestling Rambles, and it's a dude. So that's obviously not it.
Maybe he identifies as a girl.
It's just a dude.
Are you spelling it R-A-N?
Oh, Randalls?
Rambles. R-A-N-B-L-E-S.
Holy crap, I have to put every letter in, it still doesn't. It's like, no, that's not a word.
Yeah, it's not a word. Somebody made it up in their head and then put it on there and thought it was cool. A girl with glasses that looks like Bailey. According to Chris. She looks like Bailey. Oh, folks like you're very welcome, Pico. Walter says, where is Glorious Bobby Roode these days? Probably waiting to do beer money.
Glorious.
Chris says, that's a girl, Travis.
No, it wasn't.
Pico's like wrestling Rambles. Film says, Picola, we got some armpit questions for you there. You read it. Sophie says, what happened to Bobby Roode? He hasn't been seen since Triple H took over. Beer money.
Beer money.
JVD's like, definitely not a dude. Ha ha ha. A bit prudish. Piccola says
Is she
three
English?
of us made her up. Ha ha ha. Not surprising, Piccola. Films like Misty and Travis smash a like on the amazing live stream for Wrestling Gab.
Woo!
Oh, thanks, Film. She's like Piccola laughing.
That's what I did.
I figured you guys made her up. It just seems pretty normal that you would.
Yes.
Just making up some weird lady out there. She's very prudish. I can't be myself on there. I got in trouble. It was sad. So it was like, I go to wrestling rambles sometimes as well. People's like,
All right.
what?
Austin Theory's done right here. 1, 2, and 3. Kevin Owens wins.
Kevin won?
Yeah.
No
He
way.
beat the Future.
JVD, rambles is a figment of our imagination. Chris like, she's from here in the U.S. It's great. You know what?
17
Travis found
minutes.
her, and now she's on his phone. Good
Nice.
job, guys.
Oh, I thought I turned it back to myself.
Sophie's like, isn't she from
Fuck.
New York? Walter's like, yes, Kevin Owens won. And Film says, Piccola, hello. Answer the question, the armpit match question. Rob is like, yo, that gal Rambles is outdoing Travis with her commentary.
Is she?
Pickle's like, Bex. Crazy says, Owen hasn't lost since Papa H took over. Ernest Bell says, tell her to call me. Sophie says, oh, right, Idaho is not from America. And Walter says, Sophie, she's from St. Louis. She's from St. Louis. Missouri or Kansas. Film says, okay, nice answer. I like it, Piccola. He reignited his fire in his soul hole.
That was a 17-minute match for everybody at home.
Soul hole.
A soul hole. Is that where your heart is? New United States champion. Oh, God.
Do you know it? Blah, blah, blah.
Why does Ciampa have glitter on every week?
I don't know. It's weird. Maybe his outfit has it, and it just like
Yeah, maybe it's
gets
that
on him
necklace.
or something. Or
Because that necklace has bling.
I don't know.
I guess it could be the jacket, too. Or bedazzled. Which is true. He is better than Bobby Lashley one-on-one.
Robbie's like, but she doesn't seem confident to read comments. If she's prudish, then she probably doesn't read the comments. Chris says, Missouri. Oh, St. Louis, Missouri. Piccolo says, oh, yeah, Walter knows her. You trust Walter, right? Guys, I trust you guys. I think
There's
she's a
nothing-
figment of your imagination.
I seen her. She was on my phone a
Guys,
minute ago.
I don't look for any other wrestling streaming channels on YouTube ever. It is definitely not one of my repertoires. Like, you know what I'm going to look up today? I'm going to look up wrestling channel live streams. I'm going to see who else does this. No, I don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Sophie says that maybe the steel cage match will be the main event. Nah. Ernest says no call, no show. Walter's like, yes, Piccola. Sophie says they already did the Braun return unless he shows back up against at some point tonight. Chris says, oh, why are we talking about another person's channel? LOL, free promotion. So you guys have fucking brought her up. Film says, Piccola, here's another armpit question for you. Go, buddy. Piccola's like, Mrs. Sus. And Piccola's like, the win goes to Rebel. Sophie says, you should check out A and B Conversation. They only do pay-per-view watch-alongs. Yeah, no, I don't like watching people who are constantly high.
Is that where they were doing
Not
the
a fan.
weed?
Yes, they're those. Film says, yeah, how does Tommaso also have glitter? I don't know, he's just a glittery guy. Or I was like, the Wrestling Gab, where you get ASMR alongside wrestling chat. There you go. Robbie's like, well, she read my comment.
I forgot I put the mic back on.
Film's like, people outstanding, outstanding. Sophie says, we still don't know what Dexter Loomis has done to The Miz. Walter's okay, bye guys. See you Wednesday 8 p.m. for AEW after I do bingo at 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Bye, Walter. Have a great rest of your night. We'll see you on Wednesday.
He probably made him shower in his underwear.
Probably. It was like same delete that this is the only wrestling related channel I'll watch. JVD says, what kind of chips, Travis? He's eating fried pork skins, you guys. They smell terrible.
They taste terrible, but I use barbecue sauce, so. Which is a special barbecue sauce that I can eat. But, yeah, they're the only thing I can kind of eat, snack-wise. It's basically just a pig's skin. I call them Hogwarts, because I don't know what they're called. What are they called?
Fried pork skins?
Fried pork skins. They're called something else, though, somewhere else. Hogwarts, no? What are they called? There's a name for them.
Pork skins?
Nope.
Pork scratchings?
It's not pork.
Robin says UK won to watch a Savage Talks Wrestling. Crazy says Randy Hickey debuts tonight. I don't know who that is, Crazy.
Yeah.
Film has another...
Pork rinds.
Pork rinds, there you go. Chicharrones from Piccola, yes.
That's why I call them Hogwarts, because I can never remember the name.
Chicharrones, yes. Piccola, that is what they are also called. But Film has a match question for you. You should read it. Chris says, Travis and D, you would love Joe Cronin's show. He does funny rants and reviews raw.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to pass. I don't like watching people talk about wrestling.
She's like, she has to
I don't
hear
even
me
watch
talk
my
about
own
it.
show, guys, and I'm here. Rob is like, pork scratchings are decent, D. They stink. They smell. I didn't say they were bad. I just said they smell. Sophie says when guys like Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton return from injury, the landscape of the WWE has fully changed, and they could have new feuds and storylines. JVD says, has anyone accidentally gotten the shower with their socks on?
No.
Sophie says they did once. Philip says, hey Travis, are you thinking about getting Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, not the older version, but the newer version?
Never even crossed my mind. Don't even know what it is. Is that like a World War II video game?
Robbie's like,
I don't play any of
those.
those shooter games. The only game I've ever played for even a second was Halo, and I think I played it for, honestly, right around a minute and a half before I turned it off.
Sophie says we still need that Matt Riddle, Randy Orton feud that they have been hinting at before Orton went down with injury. Crazy says, I thought I heard you say you like my name is Earl. How don't you know Randy Hickey? I never said that. Somebody else might have said they like that show. Piccolo says it's strictly wrestling talk on other streams. Here we can be willy-nilly and not get judged.
Right?
Guys, I'm never going to judge you for being willy-nilly.
I mean, willy-nilly's kind of a weird word, but just kidding.
So,
Look
I
at Tyson.
personally think this is like, if you guys were over at our house and we were sitting on a couch all together as friends watching a show. And when you're doing that with friends and people you know, you don't just talk about what's happening. Like, other things come up.
But you know what's happening.
But it's apparent, like with the UFC stuff, we don't do live streaming for that because it's something personal that we like to enjoy. And we have people come over and we don't always just sit there and talk just about UFC that's happening. Other topics come up and stuff, so it's kind of like friends, I guess you could say. Not that I want to know every tiny detail about your guys' lives.
Yeah, like you telling about my pooping schedule.
Hey, you're the one that talked about eating your pepper for 20 minutes yesterday or so.
It was something else.
You were like, oh my God, let me tell you a whole freaking 30-minute story about it. And the story continued at 3 a.m. Rob was like, I don't like watching D talking about wrestling. Thanks, Robbie. I appreciate that. Are you going to go unalive yourself in your bathtub now? I'm going to talk about wrestling. Wrestle, look at that move. Oh my gosh, he totally kicked him in the face. They're wrestling. They're hugging it out. Not the kind of hugging you would want. So he's like, has anyone took a shower with underwear on by accident?
Seriously, guys. Why are we showering with clothes on?
I have no idea.
I mean, I have seen Weird Science, and there's teenage boys showering with an adult woman. And they have their clothes on. She's naked.
It's time to watch Z Nation over. Don't see why it was canceled. Film says no more like a futuristic WWE and half fish, kind of. Pico's like, I choose Jade. Sophie says my name is Earl, was an okay show. Pico's like, damn it, Travis. Phil's like, thumbs up, Pico, a fantastic choice. JVD says, I only accidentally got in the shower once with socks, but quickly jumped out and took them off. Why wouldn't you just take them off in the shower? They're already wet.
At that point, there's nothing you can do.
It wouldn't even matter.
Now your floor's wet.
Take them off while you're in the shower, you old weirdo. Crazy says top 5 in my book, Sophie. Sophie's like, has anyone watched Scrubs? I've only seen a few episodes.
I've seen episodes of it, but I've never watched the whole thing.
Pickle says, if I go through the grass and my socks are wet, game over, man. Ayla says, I want to know about everyone's everything. Crazy says Scrubs was funny. JVD says Travis should try the one-chip challenge.
No, he shouldn't.
Ravi says, I sometimes watch some of the soccer watch-alongs. They can be jokes, too. Ernest Bell says, who is Ayala's favorite male and female wrestlers in the WWE? I don't know.
Who's all ours favorite? Like, is that
I think it was Ayla he was trying to say, but spelled her name weird.
Ayla likes Brock Lesnar.
Ayla's like man panties everywhere. Pico's like, Ayla had a half a chicken sandwich and some tots. Nice. Sophie's like, I took a shower with socks by accident once because I walked in not realizing I had socks on, then walked out and took them off. Ayla says, Ernest, I don't know names. She likes that guy that was really happy and smiley. That would be Brock Lesnar. Ravi says, Weird Science is a god film.
It is a god film. Or a good
film.
one. Either one.
JVD says, I have barbecue ribs and corn. And Film says, another armpit match for you there, Picola. You go ahead and read that. Ravi's like, Ayla likes our Truth and Dana Brooke. And Sophie says, has anyone watched that 70s show? Ernest Bell's
Parts
like,
of it
lame.
again. I'd watch it,
like,
though. I'm not a huge fan of Kutcher, Ashton Kutcher or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I would probably watch that one. I still want to watch that 2.5 Men, but I know that Sheen leaves, and so it's kind of like, I don't know if it's worth it.
You just don't watch the last 2 seasons. You just stop watching it.
Yeah, it's hard.
And done. And go off about your business.
Damage Control may be coming out to the ring. It looks like they're coming up next.
They're up next.
CTRL.
It's like the control button on your computer.
Old Control.
Let's see. Robbie says the one-chip challenge was a breeze. JVD says that 70s show was great. Picola says yes when I was taking ecstasy before I showered with my clothes on and I dragged a huge Florida Gators beanbag in with me. Well, at least you had a friend. Probably kept you centered. It's always good. Ayla says, no, I don't. I like that chubby blonde guy and I don't like women. Yeah, the chubby blonde guy. He's a very happy guy. That was Braun Strowman, or not Braun Strowman, sorry, Brock Lesnar. That guy.
He was chubby.
She really liked that guy. I don't think so, but she's saying he is. He's just really happy. Sophie says, has anyone pooped in the shower? Oh, Jesus Christ. Crazy is like your stoned buttwad Chet from Weird Science.
Right? I love that.
It was like, I like Brock. He just seems like Joy. If Joy had a face, it's him. Picole's like, hell yeah, corn. Boom's like, it's Bailey. And Ayla's like, I ate a salad today, Fat Lisa. Boom's like, let's go, Bailey. Picole's like, those comedies are not funny. 70s show is good, but not 2.5 Men. It really isn't that funny. My dad watches it enough sometimes where I'm like, no. It was like, Sophie by accident? Sophie's like, yeah. It was like, I hated 2.5 Men. Sophie's like, anyone watched Malcolm in the Middle? Pico says, I only poop in the shower to assert dominance. Is that what we do now? Especially if you have roommates, you just shit in the shower. So to assert your dominance.
So, fling it around with your tail like a hippopotamus.
Brock seems like Rose from Golden Girls, or this is Robot Chicken after Z Nation. This is Wow Fat Lisa doesn't work. Jamie's like, Ayla laughing at Crazy's like, Seinfeld owns these shows. Piccolo says, worked that one. Film says, Film Piccolo. Piccolo, he's got another question for you there. Sophie's like, anyone watched Friends? Ayla's like, pooped on it, so it's fine. Jamie is laughing at Sophie says, Friends was so much better than Seinfeld. Robbie's like, Bailey would defo bleed you dry. Jesus Christ.
I like Friends. I don't know if I like it better. I think it's on par with it. With Seinfeld. Seinfeld was good. Nothing wrong with Seinfeld. But there's a few comedies that are right there with it.
Yeah.
I don't find it the best of all time or anything like that.
No. No, definitely not. Let's see. Crazy says, no, Sophie. JVD is like, Three's Company was funny.
Chrissy.
Ew.
The original. Well, I guess the other girl wasn't Chrissy. They just replaced her.
Just replace Chrissy with somebody else.
Yeah, and they named her a different name.
Piccolo says they're both okay, Sophie. I prefer more sketch shows. Ayla says, oh no, Sophie. Rob is like, I never seen Friends. Didn't think it was funny. I saw Benson. Sophie says, anyone watched Welcome Back Litter? No. Ernest says, Piccolo brought up tonight award moment. Yes, definitely an award moment.
Look, the Kansas City Chiefs are there.
Shouldn't they be practicing?
It is Monday night. That's what, the offensive line or defensive line or something?
Medal of Honor. Yeah!
Thomas Paine.
Yeah. Oh.
They were killing themselves. It's pretty badass.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Oh. Definitely.
Just a dude. Looking like a normal dude.
Look at dude. Normal dude.
Just looking like a normal dude.
Davidy's like, Roseanne was good too. Film's like, hey Robbie, what's up, bro? Ayla's like, I didn't like Friends. I'm a Roseanne Frazier person. So it says, I meant Cotter. I never heard of that one either. Piccolo says one guy looked like Will Hobbs from the Kansas City Chiefs. A little bit there, huh? So he says, I like Frazier, hated Roseanne, and I love Friends.
Hey, this is a new song.
Control it.
They got the power, I got the
They got
rage,
the
I got the
rage
control.
and the powers. Well, I was like, but a lot of new American sitcoms ain't that funny. No, they're stupid and censored. Piccolo says, I remember wearing those uniforms. JVD says, did anyone watch Cheers? Ayla's like, and
love
which
Cheers.
ones are question mark? So he says, I love Cheers as well. But I was like, D, they are allowed to break, you know, it is Monday. No, they're not allowed. Crazy says Frazier barf, and Piccolo says the blue cord is earned for infantry. Ayla says, obviously I've seen Cheers, can't watch Frazier and completely respect it without Cheers. Robbie says, yes, Ayla, yes, they are. That's why America tries to copy them and fail. Sophie says, anyone seen Family Matters? Piccolo's like, Cheers, and Robbie's like, whose new song?
Yes, I've seen
Bailey's
Family Matters, and
Damage
to me,
Control.
not a very, very good one. The other one also, like Silver Spoons, if you're going to go that route. That one's pretty good, actually. I don't mind Silver Spoons.
So funny. Robbie, it's for Damage Control, Bailey's little group of girls.
It is.
Their new song. Vinegar says, saying Damage Control all the time will take some getting used to. I'm not going to say Bailey Gang. Chris says, her is cunt control. Oh, lovely.
Ew.
Crazy says, Sophie loves Urkel. And Robbie says, D could never be censored. Ayla says, that's funny because the ones we copy last longer and go stronger than the British ones. So it says, anyone seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Absolutely seen Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Chris is like, I call them the Bailey Buddies. Yeah, you should take those titles. Good for you, girl.
And who gave her a microphone?
Hey. She wasn't the legal lady, supposedly.
Look at next week. We're gonna have that women's tag team championship match.
Why are her pants so high?
She got boots on.
No.
Yeah, it is.
Why is Dakota Kai's pants so
Oh,
high?
Dakota's.
Look
Like
at her.
around her waist? Yeah, it looks like she got her big brother's pants on or something.
She's like, I forgot to bring my regular pants. Oh no! You got
Bianca coming out.
interrupted by Belair. Oh my goodness.
Maybe Bailey can take that title off of her. She looks like she's got a Clydesdale's bottom half.
That's an insult to Clydesdale's, Travis.
I don't know if it is.
I think it is insulting. Insulting to those majestic creatures. How
That's
dare you
pretty
insult them.
majestic on
Robbie
that bottom
says
half.
when they all get counted out, and Pico's like, I'm sorry, but I meant to say Anna J. Travis, has anyone seen Living Color? Yes,
Oh.
Travis watched it all the time. Let's see, Crazy says, if you two had a sitcom, what would it be called? Robbie's like, Esther is a Henry because she sucks. Oh, jeez. Sophie's like, Wrestling Gab already had a sitcom called Mike and Molly. Piccolo says, why Esther looks like my tongue. Ernest Bell says, I'm 43.
Mike and Molly. That would make you the comedian.
Sure. I thought she was just calling us both excessively obese, but okay. Vindicator says Esther doing extra squats to make that booty thicker.
Sprints.
You have minions. Ayla, woke Brady Bunch's Wrestling Gab sitcom. Pico's like, I noticed Finn. Travis noticed too. That's why he made comments about it, guys. Rob is like, hello, Finn would love to insert himself into Esther. Ew, gross. Ravi. I'm becoming a Mew. Oh, dude. I thought you were better than that. That sounds like something Chris would say. And Kira's like, you always notice that kind of Coca-Cola. Pico says, oh, I almost forgot about that Brady show. How dare you almost forget?
Classic. Nothing. Blah, 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 blah. The ding dong. Yeah. Yeah. Let them get theirs, Bailey.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it. Or another.
Like Blondie. One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you.
Mm-hmm.
Someday, maybe next day. Damage control. Intimidating.
Totally. It was like too far, Robbie. Better go douche before you get an infection. Sophie says, did you watch the Brady Bunch movies?
No.
Ella says, we never forget. Vindicator's like, you always notice that kind of stuff. Coca-Cola. Robbie says, Ayla, go watch a PG-13 movie if you can't handle adult humor.
Up next, Damian Priest versus Rey Mysterio.
Oh, Damian took it up, huh? Sophie says, we got an hour and 10 minutes left. Crazy says, what is Brady Bunch? And this says, yeah, I can't handle it. Ma, go pray. Vindicator says, Bailey is a coward. Sophie says, I notice whenever you do a pay-per-view, YouTube somehow messes up your stream. Anyone remember the Partridge Family? Robbie says, Travis singing in an Aussie accent. It was like, I can't remember everyone's part in the woke version. Travis was mom, Dalitha was dad.
It'd have to be.
That's how it works. If it's woke.
I think my character would just change weekly.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever I identified as that week.
Matthew identified as a dog. He was the furry.
That's right.
Bark, bark, mother bitches! I don't remember who was Alice, but it wasn't Ayla. Ari says, Priest is a mug. He's a B-Tech Corbin in the ring. Ooh, ouch.
Old Corbin. That fucking guy.
Somebody says, what does woke mean to you? It means different things to everybody. Piccolo says, I played the Fez character looking for work at Home Depot. He's like, no, I wasn't, but I remember Sophie was the crazy Karen next door that tried to get us to read the Bible and repent when we went and she'd squat walk. She'd squat walk in her yard. Jesus. Oh my God, you guys. You guys are going to have to go find it. I don't remember which stream it was.
Oh, God, no. Yeah. You'll be watching hours of video.
So was like, anyone think of Halloween costumes yet if you're into that type of thing? Yeah.
We are into that type of thing, and I have no idea.
I'll have to come up with something. Need to do it soon. Vindicator says JBL will apparently become Corbin mentor. I hope they kill off that happy, loud shirt-wearing gimmick.
Yeah, me too. I want him to come back as that Texas millionaire.
Robbie says, yeah, look at Priest, how he wrestles, just a copy of Corbin when he had long hair. Yeah, I suppose.
I think he is Corbin when he had, Corbin was a big, heavy guy, got thin. Damian was a big, heavy guy, got thin. They're both big, tall, strong, athletic. I don't know if Damian was in the NFL, but...
Mm-hmm. Pickle's like, that's why our socks got wet. And Ayla's like, it was a while ago. And Vindicator's like, not into that type of thing. So he says with Corbin, they keep changing his gimmick like every few months, like they don't know what to do with him.
Normal.
Actually, he was Corbin for a long time. It was King Corbin and all that stuff. And then, supposedly he was down on his luck. They, beat him up and took his crown and... Whoever it was did it.
Nakamura.
Yeah.
King Nakamura.
Just being a heifer. All that stuff, and so, yeah. Vindicator is not into the Halloween costume type of thing. Vindicator says Sophia should go as Ayla, Daria for trick-or-treat night. Ayla says, I wanted to get Indigo to be Wednesday Addams, but she wants to be a witch, so I might do it. We went to the Halloween store today to look around. I found a sweet hat. Robbie's like, D, just put a diaper on over your pants and mask over your head and go as Rey Mysterio. There you go. Sophie says, do you see MJF going to the WWE now?
No. I mean, eventually everybody will, I think. I think we'll even see Kenny Omega at some point. But I don't think... if they put the title on him, say at Full Gear in November, and they keep it on him for a year, his contract runs out at the beginning-ish, I think, of 24. If not, it's the middle of 24. So if they keep the title on him for a year or more,
Right.
why would he leave? He's the champion. You don't leave when you're champion.
No, there'd have to be some implosions happening with AEW if that was a possibility. And then, then you'd have a problem. People says, isn't the new Wednesday show on Netflix? It's going to be. I don't think they've had a date when it's coming yet, though. I've seen some previews for it, though. It says, Ben, my hate says, ready, dead inside. I can wear it year-round. She said hate. It's her hat. Pico says, I dressed up as Jeff Hardy once. That's cool. Sophie says the Wednesday show is coming to Netflix, but no premiere date yet.
Swimming with the sharks.
Yeah, that guy. It was like hat, not hate, but same. Right? Your hate says dead inside. That's what everybody's hate says. Oh my god, he's so excited to remind everybody. Oh, great. This talk.
Right, now we're going to have a wrestling match with him.
Sophie says, do you think AEW will hold off the MJF CM Punk match all the way to the next pay-per-view, or do you think they will do it when they go to Long Island soon? I don't know. Sophie's telling you that the Cobra Kai Season 5 premieres on Netflix this Friday. Jesus Christ, they already have 5 seasons of it out. My God. We're never watching that, are we?
Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Oh,
They have 5 seasons out, and their 5th season is premiering.
If they keep getting more and more, I won't be able to. There'll be too many.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. Riley says, D. Travis Condom ever be champ? Full condom.
No.
Sophie says, this Thursday is Disney Plus Day, and Ayla says, I hated the first episode. Haha. That sounds normal.
Rey Mysterio coming out first.
That's weird.
What's weird?
I don't know. It was probably just something I saw, and I just said it out loud. Couldn't tell you what it was. Vindicator says, I know, Ayla, you transcend all the holidays with the complexity of your Daria-inspired emotions, but I bet that hat would sell for $10 on eBay. Or it was like a reminder just for you, D. What? What is the reminder? Ayla says, actually, probably I bought it for $15. Vindicator's like, somebody hosed you.
Is Rey Mysterio ready to go 60 minutes?
Is that what he has to do?
No.
Has to go that long.
It just seems like the Paul's wrestling matches all go 20 plus minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Although the women's match did go 4. And the 2 men's wrestling matches so far have went 17 and 16. That's it. We've had 3 matches.
Not surprising. It looks like I bought it at a seasonal Halloween store. So, yes. Haha. I did get hosed.
Where is that seasonal holiday store? Because it used to be where your storage stuff is.
I did throw it there sometimes, huh?
That's the only place I knew they put it. Unless they put it in a new place.
There's a lot of other empty places, so makes sense.
Do they have a Harry Potter broom?
thought you were making your own.
Oh, I am.
Is that what you want to be as Harry Potter?
No.
You
I
wanna
wouldn't be
a
Harry
wizard?
Potter, but I'd be a wizard.
You want to be a wizard? Don't go on a first date with anybody and say that.
Oh, I'm a wizard.
I'm a wizard.
And date's over.
And leaving now. Vinegar says, I could buy a hat that says Ayla is taller than Robbie. Deal with it. It was like they had Ouija boards. I wanted to summon demons in George's parents' basement, but he said no. It's next to Ross. Oh, okay. In one of the empty places over there. They usually go over there.
I'll just get my dinosaur costume. It's the old fallback.
Right. They did put it in, for a long time, they did put it in the old Staples right there for a few years. And then that's
Anyways,
now
we
an
got
Old Navy.
Damian Priest coming down to the ring. Damian Priest going one-on-one with Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio wants the Judgment Day destroyed.
He wants the smoke. It was like, please do Vin. And Vindicator's like, love you, Robbie. Pico's like, I have a friend who's so into horror. He has a life-size replica of Jason Voorhees in his man cave. Freaked me the fuck out.
It's pretty cool.
It says it's between Ross and Old Navy.
Charles Robinson, if you ever watch
Where
his...
Bed Bath & Beyond was, basically. Then.
If you ever watch Charles Robinson's stuff, the referee for WWE.
Yeah, he likes horror stuff,
He has those full-size mannequin things in his basement. Like
I don't
a
know
bunch
if
of them.
Shotzi does. Shotzi is
know
a
anything
really
about
big
it.
fan of that kind of stuff, too. And she has, like, a whole thing for it as well. But I've never seen her stuff.
Uh-oh. Damian pushes him down. My next-door neighbors have a room full of dolls. So, there's... Same thing.
Ernest Bell says, hey. It says, hey. And Pico says, hiya. Ayla says, Beth and Beyond's old building. Got it. Vinegar says, Heidi ho. And Ayla says, hello. And Robbie says, D, just go as yourself. You're scary enough. Oh, coming from the guy who sits there and says how pretty I am. Now I'm scary. Thank you.
She's terrifying, though.
It's so hideously scary. Thank you so much, Robbie. Pico's like, cheerio. Chip, chip, cheerio.
Lots of
Robbie's
chip
like,
Cheerios.
then laughing. Vindicator's like, E-I-E-I-O. Jacob Robertson in the chat. Hey, Jacob
Hey,
says,
Jacob.
hi. Hi. Ayla says, we could go as Robbie, but I'd get tired of walking around on my knees. Jesus. Could you imagine what I would have to do? Oh, it's terrifying. You have to be on your knees.
You're sitting on a skateboard.
Right? I'd have to be Eddie Murphy and
Right,
trading places.
Oh, it's one of my favorite things about Christmas time, which is coming up, next month?
Oh my God, it is October next month.
Yeah.
Not Christmas time.
So when you start doing the Christmas
No,
stuff.
it's Halloween, you jackass.
Halloween started this month.
It still has to go through October. It's the last fucking day of October.
And Christmas.
Robbie says, Ayla, you're scary enough as you are. Why waste your money on a costume? Vinegar says, Dalitha is a bombshell and everybody in Idaho knows that Travis is incredibly lucky. Oh, thanks, Finn, for talking out of your asshole tonight. You're so sweet. Film says, no, that okay, Pickle. I know what you meant to say. I understand, but nice pick, though. Ayla says, oh, Robbie, running out of comebacks. Poor thing. Robbie's like, oh, you still are pretty, though, D. Oh, thanks. Pretty ugly, huh?
Whoa.
Scary.
Throwing
like,
Ray into the corner.
Don't work.
Damian. Oh, misses with the spear.
Ernest, I'm so old. Are you? No, you ain't.
You ain't
You're
old.
only 43. Whatever. Pico's like, oh, we just bypass fall and football season. Vindicator's like, I try at least once a year. It was like, are you calling Travis ugly? An ugly monster? A horrifying demon? Rude, Ven.
Just terrifying himself.
It's terrifying. It's not your typical Rey Mysterio offense. He's got something else on his mind, like what's going to happen to his kid.
Yeah, now that he's
The
been
fate
adopted
of his
by
child
the
is in his
Manson
hands.
family.
Oh my God. He's going to start, killing people. It's going to be Sharon Tate all over again.
Poor Ray.
No, Dominic, no.
Helter Skelter.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid. No. says, most of the beginning of tonight's episode, my mom kept bothering me about every 5 minutes for something stupid. I was like, Ayla, don't scare your kids. It was like, Lily, for me, my kids look just like me. Films like Misty, Travis, Robbie, and Pickle. I have to read it now. Who will win in an armpit deodorant match? Bliss or Rosa? Bliss. It's going to be Bliss. That's it. Done.
Rosa will fake an injury.
She'll be like, oh no, I got a cramp in my hand. Vindicator says Travis is a grizzled young stud who fended all the hotties off with a stick well before the Me Too movement, of course.
Yeah, that Me Too movement did put a
kibosh on
any game.
His
my persistence.
His whatever ways.
Uh-oh, look at this. A whole group of them.
Oh, that's sweet. Sophie says Ray has bad luck with partners turning on him over the years. Eddie, Batista, and now his son. I was like, you're better looking than Toxic Attraction. Jesus, Robbie, that's not saying anything. I've seen those women.
2 of them.
They're hideous. Ayla's like, lucky. Sophie says Travis isn't ugly. I don't know how he got D. She seems to be out of your league. Is that how that works? I thought we were on the same level of not out of anybody's league, really. Ayla says, Vin, are you flirting with Travis? Do you think he's just so handsome? Jealous of Talitha. Pickle's like, giggity, I know how she got that cramp. Robbie's like, no one, they get counted out. Ayla's like, wow, Sophie. Phil's like, okay, Misty and Travis, a nice pick. Of course, Phil. Vinegar's like, nah, Ayla, just talking on my ass for the second time this year. Robbie's like, D, why do you find films questions hard? I don't know, Robbie. When you're home alone by yourself, read them out loud and see what it sounds like. Pickle's like, crickets. Ayla's like, silence. Sophie says, are you guys married or dating? It is hard to tell. Oh my god. Nobody wants to be with him. Ew. God, we've been together for like, oh my god, last month it was 11 years. Gross.
Well, it's been fun.
It's been fun, man. It's been a journey, my friend. Phil says, Robbie, okay, the counter, I guess, but if it wasn't a count out, who would win? JP's like, what I miss? And Robbie's like, well, you are, D. And Neil's like, Sophie, are you married? Raleigh's like, hi, Raleigh. And Pickle's like, so, Sophie, you single? Sophie's like, I'm guessing Ray is going to fight every member of Judgment Day.
It looks like
if he
gonna
survives.
Well, he's already fought Finn.
Vindicator says Travis and Talitha are bonded only by their undying love of wrestling.
That's what it's all about. If we didn't watch wrestling, it'd be over.
Ernest smells like, I am Kier's stammer in the chat. Kier says, hello. Didn't you lose? Aren't you, like, not allowed to be the UK anything anymore? Sophie's like, yeah, I'm single and ready to mingle. Feels like Pickle. But he got winning. The one winner walks out. Stinky. The loser has to put deodorant on. It was like, yep, you guys are right next to mine and George 11 years in Feb. Too long. Raleigh says, crazy weekend. MJF returns. Everyone forgets. CM Punk buries loads of people at AEW. Chelsea Green gets her puppies out at GCW. Good old wrestling.
Well, she got her, what? She showed her boobies?
Chelsea Green dropped her boobs? That's terrifying. She
has those big fake ones now. Remember when she was in WWE, she didn't have big boobs. She just had the butt and the legs. Mm-hmm. Now she has boobs.
It looks like Fat Lisa is single and ready for Sophie. Vindicator's like, this is not the right chat for romantic mingling, though, Sophie. Robbie says 11 years D isn't romantic, I see. Sophie says, if we are getting Ray versus Dom, I thought they were going to save that for Mania. Kier says, has Braun returned yet? He returned at the very beginning, Kier.
Yep, Braun is back.
He returned in the very beginning match that they had tonight.
Yep, against the tag teams. So he took out 4 tag teams.
Yeah, it was
when he came
really
back.
weird.
Beat up everybody.
Yeah. I was like, no worries, Robbie. I make my question very easily. It was like, it's not romantic. It's old. Boring. Piccolo says, I'm talking to a catfish. Pretty sure she's not Jessica Alba. Nuh-uh. Are you sure?
Well,
they ask for money. You know it's not real. Don't give him any money.
and they ask for little bits at a time, right? Like, I just need a pizza or
Oh
something.
my god, can you totally like pay for my Uber? I have to like go get my nails did. So it was like maybe Dom is a spy on the inside of Judgment Day.
No.
Nah.
He's not smart enough.
It looks like it is Fat Lisa. Don't give up. Ernest Bell says Sophie is a nice name. JVD says I need to update my Farmers Only account. It was like, there you go, Sophie. Sophie's like, yep, the steel cage will be the main event.
It definitely is looking that way.
Raleigh says, cool name, Sophie Dophie. Good stuff. Vindicator says, Dalitha, are you glad Ray is not wearing adult diapers tonight? I am,
Yes.
because it's weird and I don't like it. It's like, how dare you, son? How dare you?
Tom, on your best day, you'll never be as good as your dad on his worst day.
Yeah, and he killed a guy. So,
And he's literally killed people.
Films like Pico, last women's armpit match. There you go, Pico. There's your question. Sophie says it must take a while for the cage to come down. Ayla's like, no one can say my name either. Ayla.
Same in name, same in name.
Ayla. Ayla.
All right, Damian. Big
Ew,
kick.
got
Little
kicked
thrust
in the
kick right to
face,
the side.
old Ray.
That's it. Nope. Ray kicking out.
James Walk, the coin collectors in the chat
We
said,
got
new
the coin
subscriber
collector.
right here. Well,
Ooh, well,
thanks,
we appreciate
James.
you. Thank you for coming in.
Pickle says them farmers
It is-
only gals are
It is the Raw after a 4-day weekend, a 3-day weekend, but 4 days today. And it's that last hour. It's like trying to cruise to the finish line.
It's gonna happen, I can tell.
I think
I'm gonna die.
I think I spent all my energy on the Braun Strowman return.
Jaco's like, Braun Strowman returned. Yep, he sure did. Film says, James, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Ayla's like, they're strong as fuck though, Fat Lisa. Sophie says, with cage matches, sometimes they open the show with it or closes the show with it. I don't know who makes that decision or how they make it. Pickle's like, Bliss or Rosa questions. Raleigh says, Ayla, how you pronounce it? Ayla.
So
Ayla.
my question really goes to, are they doing the cage for Mrs. benefit so he can't get kidnapped?
Maybe.
Why would you do that? Like, I'd rather be kidnapped than wrestle Bobby Lashley in a steel cage.
That you can't get away from.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, you better be climbing
Whoa!
the walls.
Frankensteiner off the top.
Get him, Ray. Go lay on top of him.
And 3.
Oh.
No, Damian.
Kicked out at the last count. Second.
Just a 2 count.
It's terrible. Robbie's message. Tracked JVD says, I should make a Christian Mingle account. Dude, they're crazy. Don't do that. Pico's like, let's go with taco flavored kisses thunder.
Taco flavor kisses.
Taco, burrito.
She's faking an injury.
Taco flavored kisses.
Uh-oh.
Ayla says JVD needs a girl who can throw him into a wall like she throws a hay bale. Robbie says farmers only account where you pet your grass. JVD says Ayla, and Robbie says D, don't scare the new subscriber. James says Triple H is doing well.
He's doing
People
okay, isn't he?
says JVD.
Matches are long. Like this match we're already in. I've been timing matches for the last 2 years. We're at 12 minutes right this second.
People says JVD needs a Dom/Rhea Ripley type. Oh God, poor JVD. Sophie's like, it will be interesting how the feud is going to lead into the fall/winter pay-per-views. It was like She-Hulk for JVD. Ravi says Ayla sounds like a made-up name. Ayla.
It's from Clan of the Cave Bear.
Ayla.
Whoa, look at that. Dominic got up and got in the way.
Ew. Dom stopped the 619. Darn.
Look behind him.
Oh,
Big clothesline. Took his head clean off.
So
Big
terrible.
lariat.
guess he decided he wanted to not be down.
He's going to take him out right here. It's over.
So weird. Ah.
Oh, I thought he was going to smack him. Like those barroom smacks that they do.
Right?
He's like...
Sophie says, it's funny people complain when the matches were short and they complain when they are long. I don't know what they want.
Well, you know, you can have in between. Instead of having a 2-minute match, you don't have to have a 30-minute match. You do a 15-minute match. By the way, that one was 13:04.
Which is fine.
I'm just going to put 13.
It basically gives you the... They can both do good and it doesn't look stupid.
But Damian did win that.
Yes, he did.
Fair and square.
Ayla says, it is from an author. It's from a book, Robbie. I definitely a made-up name. Piccola says, nobody is on Ray's side. For shame. Robbie says, that's not racialist at all. That's a Mexican accent. Have you ever seen South Park? And if you haven't, I suggest you do.
Old Spanish.
Especially the Jennifer Lopez one. With Cartman.
And she's not Mexican.
No, she's not. She's like Puerto Rican or
That's what she says in that too. I'm Puerto Rican.
I'm Puerto Rican. I'm Puerto Rican. Ayla says, Fat Lisa sounds fake too, but I don't ask questions. James says Dominic Mysterio should leave wrestling altogether, living off his father's name.
Thank you. I agree.
Oh,
Make it
Poppy.
happen.
Sophie says this Dom Ray feud kind of remind me of the Undertaker-Kane storyline when Taker didn't want to face Kane. And Luke is in the chat. Hey, Luke!
Here's Luke.
Says hi to Lethan, Trav, and Ayla. Hope you all are well. What did I miss?
You're missing the Kansas City football team was on there. Your Chiefs.
Why you even came? Why'd you came?
They weren't actually in the ring. They were at ringside. They got front row tickets.
Hi, kitty cat.
You missed Braun Strowman coming back. He is back. He beat up the whole tag team division again.
Yeah, he did. He came back at the very beginning. Nobody won that match, by the way.
No, he beat up the whole tag team division.
Yeah, they just ended it. Dominic came out as part of the Judgment Day.
And to be honest, the Alpha Academy won because they got attacked first. So if there was a
True.
disqualification, it would have been they got attacked first.
Right. Dominic is now part of Judgment Day. He came out with Rhea Ripley earlier. And then he just had a match with old Ray and
Dominic.
and Damian
Oh,
Priest.
Damian and
And Ray
Ray
lost. Nobody came to save him. Edge stayed in the
Hey,
back because
there's
he
Bobby
got his
Lashley.
knee broken by the Judgment Day people. They had the women's tag team match. Raquel and Aaliyah versus Nikki ASH and Doudrop, and Raquel and them won. And then Kevin Owens had a match with Austin Theory
and
after
he
he
won.
teased him about getting his first name back and called him a whole bunch of names and stuff and put him down. And then he beat him up. It's pretty funny. That happened.
And then Damage Control came out, and then Bianca came out. And that's kind of where we're at.
They said stuff, and it was just weird.
We kind of knew that Braun was coming because there was an overturned car in the parking lot. But I don't know if that's from him doing it, because it was The Miz. And The Miz has the little thing going on with Homeboy from NXT. Dexter Lumos.
Ayla says, I'm doing great. How are you, Luke? Sophie says, ooh, here comes Luke. I knew this chat needed a party pooper. Films like a nice answer. P. Cola, thanks for answering. JVD says South Park is great. Ayla says, Luke is the party, Sophie. Sophie's like, I used to watch South Park. And P. Cola says, Fat Lisa is real. Click your red shoes 3 times quick. Yes. Robbie's like, yes, I have. LOL. James says, Kane and Undertaker are legends. Dominic is a scumbag. Aww. Sophie's like, Family Guy was good in the beginning years. P. Cola says, is South Park still making new episodes?
I think so, yeah.
Yes, they are. Yes. Sophie says Edge versus Dom for Raw. While they are rushing through that match, I thought they would save that match for the next pay-per-view. And Film says, bye, guys. Peace out. See you guys on Wednesday. God bless America. And WWE and AEW Women's Armpits and all the other stuff out there in the world. Love y'all. Big hugs and big heart. Bye, Film. Have a great night. Take care. We'll see you on Wednesday. Pico says a new season of Rick and Morty came out on Sunday. And Robbie's like, so Braun is just an average goon then?
Yeah, he's back where he was when he left.
He tripped and fell. Ernest Bell says, good for you as a fan of RVD.
Rob Van Dam.
Is he, what's his face's brother?
Rob Van Dam is Jean-Claude Van Damme's brother, yes.
Sweet. to make sure. You're still wearing your mask, dude. So, Luke, oh, you're still in here, okay. So, Luke, I played that cat video game today a little bit. That's Stray. Luke says the only part of pooper in here is you. So I just came in and said, hi. Braun versus a Moss incoming. Ugh, right? Ugh. James says, right, I am off. Good night, all. Hope you all have a great week. You too, James. Thanks
we
for
will be
hanging
here
out
on
with us
Wednesday. Come back and hang out with us.
Piccolo says he's Duffo 420 friendly. It looks like The Simpsons just got approved for a 38th season. It's a lot of seasons happening.
It's starting to turn into General Hospital.
Robbie says, calm down. We'll have a lot of rinse and repeat matches. Looks like, did you like Stray? The cat liked it.
Oh my god, the cat was all over it the whole time.
Leopold loved the game, by the way.
He was standing there and he'd just keep touching the TV and tracking the cats. And
yeah, it was pretty funny. I think that was the most entertaining factor of the whole thing. It wasn't bad. I didn't get very far. Those things that attacked me killed me too many times, so I stopped.
the little, like, dishes.
Ayla's like, haha, did you record him watching the game? Did you?
I got a video of it.
Yeah. So Travis got a video of it. I was busy playing, so I did not get a video of it, but it was pretty funny.
Busy me rolling.
I was like, I don't think he talks that slow. He does, Robbie. Everybody does. Luke says there are so many TikToks and tweets showing cats addicted to the game. Oh, well, then it's nothing new. Okay. Well, that's lame.
No, your cat's not special.
My cat's totally special. He looks distinguished in his monocle and hat. Mustache.
There, Ayla, I'm sending you a video.
You can send it to me through snaps.
That's what I just did to her.
And then
Should've
I can
said
put
something
it
like
on the TikToker.
The house is so dirty. Like, looks like we got moving boxes or something.
Maybe we do. Nobody knows. They don't know our life. Technically do have moving boxes in the front room. Other people's moving boxes. Oh, look! The Undertaker's doing his one dead man show again, guys. It's in Philadelphia. He's going to tell you so much about his life. Just so you know.
He must be broke.
He's supposed to be broke as fuck! He's like, I'm bored. I don't know what to do with myself.
There he is. Earlier tonight, Braun Strowman getting work, getting dirty, taking out the tag team division again. Just like if Vince was there. Tag teams don't matter.
So funny.
What is?
Tag teams don't matter. Dog hair. The destruction. Raw. I was like, only in your world, D. Only in my world of what, Robbie? I don't even know what you're talking about. Luke says, so, Meow. So, Meow, it's time for either Final Fantasy VII Remake or Assassin's Creed, right? Jacob says The Undertaker must return.
Got the Elden Ring on
Robbie says,
PS5.
Steve, was it the best decision to get a cat? No.
No, he's a monster at
No,
nighttime.
it's not the best decision. He's an asshole. He fits right in with the other assholes in the
more
house.
Braun Strowman in the back.
All three of them. Now there's 4. He does have a septic piercing. It looks stupid on him.
He's a bull. Oh,
Snort, snort,
he's going to SmackDown, guys.
snort, snort, he says. Is he going to wear blue pants? Why does he have to walk weird?
He's got bad knees. That's why he shouldn't run. That's what I said. I've said it for years. He's like 18 feet tall and weighs 300 pounds.
Does he still weigh 300 pounds?
Oh, he's well over 300 pounds. I bet he's about 360.
You think he's still that big?
He's like 6'8".
How big was he when he wasn't ripped? Because I feel like
He was
a lot
400
heavier,
pounds.
at least. You don't think he's lost more than that?
No. He's still ripped. I mean, I guess if he's losing muscle.
Pickle's like it's about to be spooky season. Play the Evil Dead or Friday the 13th game. Yeah, I probably should play a creepy, scary game.
Friday the 13th. Like the original, like Jason Voorhees on the Nintendo. I remember that game.
Purpur is in the chat. Hey, Purpur says,
Hey, boss.
tell me why this man pushing 40 with nipple and nose piercings. Not sure, Purpur.
We can't.
He's an interesting guy.
We're trying. He's going to be on SmackDown. Maybe he can be the guy that... I mean, obviously he's not going to beat Roman, but maybe he's the guy that can push Roman next. Although he's the one that Roman won the title from. Remember? A triple threat match. It was him and The Fiend.
Oh, yeah. That's right. We're always like 4 cats. No, Ravi. No. Men. All boys. Boy. It's a boy household. 2 dogs.
It used to be girls, and then it all switched over.
1 Travis. 1 cat. All assholes. Looks like you should play Friday the 13th on your console.
I didn't even know it existed. I know that the Nintendo had one.
Is it on all the platforms? On all of them? Or is it just on like Xbox or just on PlayStation?
Doesn't matter. We have both. Boom.
It matters because I don't want to have to look it up.
Boom.
JVD says, I think Cross is going to be next for Roman, and Luke says it's on the PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously,
I just wanted to know if
the
it was on all
TikTok
of them.
and all the stuff going on with the hourglass and
Because your cat didn't want to be up there anymore. Is that anything needed to be behind
anybody.
you? Aw.
Look at that outfit.
It's all
She looks like a mermaid.
Nice. Looks like, and it's cross-platform. Oh, cross-platform. What does that mean?
It can play on either device or any device. The
And it
Switch.
saves it?
I don't think it's that type of cross-platform. It just probably means it's on multiple platforms.
Well, yeah, he says it's on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC, and then it says it's cross-platform.
Which could mean that you can log into one and then play it. So that would mean it would be on the internet
Yeah.
type game.
Maybe. Purr says, I like your Siamese cat. Thanks. His name is Leopold.
That's Leopold.
That's Leopold.
He's a baby still.
He did a baby. He did a little baby.
It's our first cat. Never really had cats. I mean, I had them when I was a kid, but...
I had a cat when I was a kid as well. My favorite cat. She was Siamese as well. Her name was Fancy.
We had one that looked just like this also, and his name was Whiskey.
Yeah. Yeah. She was kind of close to those colors. She was a little bit darker, kind of like his mom.
Yep.
Or
Yeah.
like her. Her name was Fancy, though. She was murdered by a car.
Yeah. Can't let him
After
out.
that, I didn't have cats ever again. I never got close to a cat because I figured they would just die. Crazy says, especially with friends. Yes, crazy. Friday the 13th game is good, especially with friends, huh? Well, I don't have friends, so yeah. Rob is like, D outnumbered. Ernest Bell says, I'm out. See y'all. Go Bears. Bye, Ernest. Thanks for
See
hanging
ya.
out with us.
Go Bears.
By
Go
the way,
Bears.
By the way, Robbie, I may be outnumbered, but I'm probably the bigger asshole in the house. Just saying. Luke says cross-platform means if you play on PlayStation Online, you can play in lobbies with Xbox and PC users.
Right.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Games give you more people to play against. Wonder if I don't want to play against people. Can I just play? Do I have to play an online version, guys?
She's so anti-other
like
humans
it.
that it's ridiculous.
I hate other people so badly. I do not want to even play games with you. I was like, does the cat eat a lot? Yes, Robbie. He eats us at a house and home. He's a little pig.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't. Although I have been feeding him a lot of different things lately to see what he likes.
He had
He
goat
likes
cheese
cucumbers.
today.
He likes eggs. He likes cheese. It was like, I had a hard time when my Graham's cat passed away, Mama Kitty. She was old as fuck, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she had no meat on her bones.
Ayla, you have me. I'm your friend. Okay. You're different. You're like you're a little antisocial as well, so it helps. Looks like there are single player modes and you can play it offline. Okay, good. Because if I couldn't, I'd be like, yeah, not doing that. We were looking up the PSO, the Phantasy Star Online game, because it finally was released on... The Phantasy Star Online 2 and the new Genesis game was finally released on PlayStation 4, 5, and Xbox, right? In the United States on August of this year, August 30th. And, anyways, I really liked the original episode 1 and 2 that was on the GameCube. And these Phantasy Star Onlines are nothing like that. And you have to play it online. And you can do solo, but it's highly, like, pushed to do it in groups. And I hate those kind of games. I just don't like them. Looks like there are single player modes. Ayla says my cat likes canned spinach and black olives. Right? I'm not sure. He does like to play with arugula and spinach, like the fresh stuff that Travis eats for his salads. Like, he does like to play with that. He'll chew on them, but he doesn't really, like, eat them, but he chews on them. Ravi says, do you wear the trousers in your house? Sure, Ravi. Looks like, I guess I'm not a friend. I'm chopped liver. Luke, I don't even know you in person, sir! You know what? In all reality, Luke, I don't even think I know what you really look like. I've never seen a picture. It's not like we're pen pals. Not like you and Jade are over there sending me pictures going, hey, this is us. You fucking know what I look like? You can see me on the freaking thing. This is me live and in person.
That's this Saturday.
And Travis likes liver, so he would think it was good. It looks like, yeah, I don't like people, so we match, right? It was like, liver is disgusting. I was like, Dee, I thought you were popular with your UFC parties. My God, they are not mine. I just have to do all the work. Robbie's like, yeah, your liver might be. It looks like when I see trousers, I imagine like funeral pants, work dress pants. Trousers.
Risky business. We got a steel carriage match coming up.
Oh my God, can they hurry up and get to it? Did they finally get the cage down?
Yeah, they'll lower it. They'll drop it like it's hot.
They'll drop it like it's hot?
Just don't be under
drop
it.
That fast. Don't be in the way. Looks like technically we are pen pals due to us communicating through Instagram messaging. Oh, is that what you consider pen pals nowadays? Yeah. Real letters are what you consider pen pals. Robbie's like, is that what you wear to work? Dee knows what I look like. I do. I do know what you look like. I know what you sound like, too. There's always that. Travis knows what you look like and sound like, too. Whether it was rapping or just talking. That game just wore him out today. I figured he'd be like ready to run roughshod. It says, I think Ravi means pants in general. In America, we walk around the house in our underwear. If someone knocks on our door, we just risk it.
In ring next week, Johnny Gargano.
Oh, this guy. Ayla, have you seen those? Have you seen those TikToks come up where they ask, what kind of mom did you have? Did you have the mom that was like, they took the mom that came home and took their bra off and stuff like that, and or did you have like the naked mom or the not naked mom or the clothes mom or whatever? The first original video was asking whether or not, like, as in, and you didn't have this kind of close relationship with your mom, but if you had a close relationship with your mom, that if you walked into her room, you have seen your mother naked, basically, is what it was. As girls. As daughters. And one person popped up and they said, I had a panda mom. I had a Winnie the Pooh mom. And they're like, what the fuck does that mean? They're like, my mom would come home and take her pants off and her bra off but leave her underwear on and her shirts. She was a Winnie the Pooh. So it didn't matter. Like, people would come over and she'd be like, wait a minute, I gotta get my pants on. I was like, who the fuck does that? So when Ayla said that about the underwear thing, I'm like, yeah. But I don't think they risk it. I think they actually try to put pants on. Anyways, Chris says, Travis, who is your pick for best modern pitcher in baseball?
Modern as in still pitching, or modern as in like the last 10 years? Or are you talking about like this year?
Robbie says, I thought you did, Ayla. Luke says, the new God of War game drops soon, and they released a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game bundle on PlayStation. It has every single Turtle game in it from every system, including the Game Boy games. Wow.
Because you got to do Kershaw over the past decade.
Chris says still pitching.
Well, Kershaw's still pitching. He's just not that great anymore.
So who's your pick for best modern pitcher in baseball that's still pitching?
Well, Kershaw, for the fact that he's still pitching even though he's not that good now.
Right.
But he's still a Hall of Famer. First ballot.
It was like, let's just say the mailman is actually nice.
You got Justin Verlander, who's right there with him. You got Steven Strasburg. I like Lucas Giolito right now. You've also got Rendon for the Giants, although I consider him a White Sox still, even though he's a Giant this year.
Right.
Trying to think if I'm forgetting anybody. I don't know.
Chris is going for Verlander.
Yeah, like I said, Verlander.
Yeah.
He was my number 2. Verlander can get it done. Oh, Chris Sale. He's pretty good also. You know, like I said, over the last 8 to 10 years.
Nice. Some of them are still pitching, though.
Roy Halladay before that was, one of the top guys. Roger Clemens is maybe the best ever. Greg Maddux is up there. But that's over the last 25 years.
Yeah. Robbie says, try not to show your muff, Ayla, from your underwear. Wink. And Ayla says, I saw the TikTok you speak of. Right? So my mom was not a naked mom, but grandma was, right? Like, and only with girls, by the way. This is only with our daughters and stuff. And so, yeah, so. How many times I literally, like, Mom, what are you doing? I go in the bathroom. As an adult. Like, this is as an adult, like, hanging out with my mom. I miss my mom.
It's about 22 minutes left.
Chris says, stop pitching Verlander, baby. And Ayla says, imagine that with someone who doesn't wear underwear. That's how you keep the missionaries away. Just open the Winnie the Pooh. Just open the door with your Winnie the Pooh dress without your underwear. Those poor kids. Those poor kids. They're just kids.
Hoof, just sitting out there.
Missionaries. Some poor babies. Oh, God. That is awful. Those poor children. I mean, they are 18 and older, but still, like, they're children.
Yeah.
Like,
Most of them are raised pretty naive.
They're just babies.
They've just heard of that thing. They didn't know it real.
Chris, it's real. Chris says, of all time, I say either Roger Clemens or Ryan. That's who he's going for his all time.
Nolan Ryan, all time. I mean, obviously he can strike people out, but I don't know if he's one of the greatest ever. Although he had hella no-hitters.
Robbie says baseball isn't really a thing in the UK. Yeah, but you guys got cricket. Sorry. It was like naked from the bottom down, right? I was like, but I guess rounders used to be a thing in schools in the UK. Sure, whatever that
Miz
is.
attacking him with the belt.
Oh, Miz is getting a one-up on him. He's like, ha-ha! They're like, we got to get the gate closed. Oh, no. They haven't even started a match yet, I guess.
Bobby's already out.
Yeah. What's your cat doing? You finding a basket? He's like, I should get in this basket. I'm going to get in this basket.
Oh, he's getting the basket.
He's like, I'm gonna chew on this basket. Jesus. You're worse than the dogs.
All right, they're beating each other up on the outside. Well, I guess they're not beating each other up.
No, Bobby Lashley's getting his ass beat by Ciampa, and The Miz did some more beating up. Leopold. No.
Is this match even going to start?
Leopold. Leopold. Yes, just get in the basket. Get in the basket. Get in it.
Put the lotion in the basket.
It puts the kitty in the basket.
Oh, look at that. They just broke his arm.
Oh, there you go. Lean back. Now chew on it.
Bobby Lashley's done. You're not going to do much without your arm. Oh, pitcher and pitcher.
Leopold, stop that. Oop, just stay in the basket. He's like, nope, I'm out. Out of the basket. Chris says, earlier in the back, I thought I heard Ciampa tell Miz his balls were massive. Please tell me he didn't just say that in Booker T voice. He probably did, because it says it right on Miz's pants.
That he has massive balls?
His balls. He says, hello. My balls are massive. It says that on his pants.
Well, good.
It did earlier. Not Ciampa's, but Miz's pants.
I get what you meant.
Robbie says, a little feeling the fresh air, Ayla. I was like, gotta air out your lady bits, right, Robbie? Save you money on your douche. Chris says Miz should get the announcer to say his catchphrase.
They're going to break that arm.
Oh, no.
No doubt about it. We're going to get a new United States champion tonight.
What?
Bobby Lashley going to get written off TV?
Bobby Lashley is being embarrassed? How dare they? Not surprising. Robbie's like, yeah, Ayla don't want to be sticky icky. Hello, Phil the Fab Breeze downstairs. Does the cat like his name?
Oh,
Leopold? Yeah. Yes. Ayla's like, you should spray your V with Febreze. Ayla, no.
Don't do anything like that.
No. No. And Chris was like, back to being Jobby Trashley. It was like, should not, exactly. Robbie's like, is that what you did? Go on, Ayla. No, but some woman, like, said that she did that. Like, she had clothes on when she does it, but still, like, it's weird. Ah! Terrifying.
Febreze on your bahuba.
So, she would put her clothes on, right? And then she's like, how do you guys keep fresh down there? And then she's like, I just use Febreze. And you're just like...
It's probably fake.
No, she was being serious.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, what the motherfucker? Hey, kitty cat. What you doing? You're staring at me because you didn't bring your stuff over to me?
I'm wondering if somebody's going to come save Bobby, or if Bobby's just going to get beat up so bad that they finally roll him in there and just end it.
Maybe. I don't know. They're on commercial break, so we'll have to see what he can do.
That's two athletes going right after his arm.
Uh-huh. Chris is like, I wore my boxers, no shirt. That's different. Robbie's like, I doubt the cat does. Hilla's like, I meant not, haha. You should never do that. Or people spraying disinfectant on there if you smell that.
All right, Miss is in there. Here it is.
If you smell that mad, I think you meant bad, but that's fine. If you smell that
Oh, no.
bad.
Bobby kicked out. So, if the match started and they went out to the floor, then somebody would have won, whoever touched the floor first.
Yeah, but they hadn't started the match yet.
Right, so it started because the referee just started counting. Wouldn't they have to ring a bell?
Maybe they did and we missed it.
Well, I rang it right when they went back in, so we're 20 seconds in. We got 15 minutes still, so Bobby's got plenty of time. Why wouldn't he just go out the door? Bobby's got one arm. He's a one-eyed, one-horned, one-arm guy.
Here's like chat going off the rails again. My cutest could do. Take care, guys. See you for Dynamite 5 then. We'll see you on Wednesday. Robbie says, D, if your clothes are dirty, just wash them. Chris says, and walk outside with no shirt. Mosquitoes and wasps everywhere. Feels like it's a mad, bad smell. Something is fishy. Your doctor says you ASAP. Feels like night then.
Picks him up, spins him around, drives him down.
With a damaged, possible broken left arm.
Oh, it was your video game. I was like, what were we watching where they were in a steel cage, but there was no referee, but then they counted to 3 anyways? It was that video game at 2K22. The steel cage match. There's no referees, but you could still get pins.
Yes, it was weird.
It's like the crowd just chants to 3.
It looks like one horrifying purple people eater just played
What?
that for Indy
2.
yesterday.
Oh.
Nice. Robbie's like, Dia puts a whole new meaning to freshen up and keep clean. Dude. Like, gross. No. Looks like it just came out. AEW has released Ace Steel.
Yeah, he's the one that threw the chair and hit one of the Young Bucks in the eye or whatever.
Ace, apparently Ace actually legit knocked Nick Jackson out cold, and the possibility for Ace to face charges still exists. AEW is wild and out right now.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. I'd have to Google who he is.
Yeah, I don't know
But
who he is.
I think he's one of
him.
CM Punk's trainers.
He's that guy that came out and took the contract out of the ring
okay.
and stuffed it in his pocket. He's that guy.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
then when Punk came down and he was all crying and being weird, and the guy came out and said, "You're gonna do this, and here's the contract."
I get it. I just didn't know that was him. Okay, yeah. I mean, obviously he's got Punk's back. I mean, the Jacksons were the ones they wanted to fight. They were ready to go, and then the fight happened, and now they want to press charges.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like tough guys.
Vindicator says, tonight, Ayla, Daria, Bot, Henry, any other identity you've got by over the last 3 years. It's like, oh, you remember. Chris is like, oh, it would be funny if they showed 1, 2, 3 numbers on the screen in real life.
1, 2, 3.
Looks like night, Vin, and Vin says, yeah, sadly, LOL. See ya. Night, Mr. Riley.
All right. Bobby, one-armed, beating up The Miz.
Yeah.
Shit, Miz head first into that cage.
Ouch. Robbie says, Ayla keeps a few baby wipes in her bag. Trust me. Dude, she has children. So, yeah, I bet she does. You know, kids. Anyways. So, even after poor Bobby got beat to death and got his arm almost ripped off.
He's in a grueling 4-minute match right now.
He's in a grueling match with The Miz who's getting his ass whooped. Which is kind of sad.
Here comes
After
the
all
spear.
that work they did.
Miz touched the floor and it's over.
Oh, no.
Oh, tug of
Ciampa's
war.
trying to help him.
He's got a
And
one
Rob's
arm.
like, you can't do that. Get out of there. As Ayla says, we'll have children, so I do. Looks like from what I'm seeing, it's not the Jacksons contemplating pressing charges. Apparently, it's AEW officials, aka Tony Khan, LOL. Well, considering some of the garbage that
I don't know if
CM
you
Punk
watched that
said in the media scrum, and basically included Tony Khan in that, and Tony Khan was sitting right next to him, pretty sure that CM Punk isn't high on the list of "we like you so much" long time.
Right, and if they go to press charges, then CM Punk he has leverage. Like, I'll just leave.
Yep.
And he's the champion. It just ruins their company.
Yeah. So we'll see.
And
how
I mean,
that
obviously,
pulls
Punk's
out.
going to stand up for the guy if the guy was standing up for him. Because it looked like the Bucks were going to jump him at the
Yeah.
locker.
That, but CM Punk was the one who threw some of the first
Well,
punches.
of course, you
so.
got to fight if you're going to get jumped. You go after the guy in the middle.
Yeah, and who knows? They might not even have wanted to jump him. Maybe they were just like trying to have a confrontation of just talking to him and be like, dude, what the hell is your problem?
Yeah, but you
kind of
don't
thing.
surround somebody.
Well, you also don't all of a sudden jump the gun and start hitting people
Yes.
or throwing things at them
As
either.
fast and as hard as you can. You ever been jumped?
I'm just saying that in that situation,
You-
you just don't.
You can't wait. Look
Oh
at
my
that.
gosh!
Oh, he's hitting him with the steel cage. He's hitting him with the chair through the cage. Like, I don't know how many people were around, but to what I've heard, it was just Omega and the Bucks and Punk at first. Like, they were gonna jump him. In his mind. He's from Chicago.
Right. Yeah.
And then that
CM
steel
Punk
guy...
is a wimp.
Well, the steel guy threw a chair from across the room. So he got there and threw it. So he must have sensed that they were coming. And then that's when Punk attacked. So you could get a little bit of what's happening. At least in my mind. But yeah, if 3 guys get in your face, you punch. Like, you don't wait. What are you going to wait for?
Yeah. Well.
Because if you can hurt one seriously, then it's 2-on-1. Go for the throat, go for the eyes, go for the nose, anything you can. The groin.
Yeah, poor Punk. Gosh.
It's not about
So
Punk.
abused.
That's any
Gee, poor
human.
guy.
Any human
He
in
was
that
being
situation.
picked on. They were going to beat him up.
Any
Oh,
human.
gee.
You're making it sound like it's just because it's CM Punk or just because it was the Jackson. No, any human
But
that's
those
going
were
to
the
get...
people that were in this situation,
Right.
not other people. They were in the situation, and they're
Right.
supposed to be professionals, all of them.
Right.
And they can't know what choices or what decisions the other 3 were going to do.
They were
Nobody
waiting
does.
to jump him at his locker.
Were they ready
That's-
to jump him, or is that what people want you to perceive that that's what they
Right.
thought was going to happen?
You don't know, so you can't risk your life.
You don't know.
So you can't risk
Nobody
your life.
knows, except for the
so you-
people that were involved.
Exactly. So you can't risk your life just because. It's just like if a bunch of teenagers are hanging out by your, not teenagers, but like young people are hanging out by your car, and say you're a 60-year-old man, you pull your pistol. You don't wait and see if they're going to jump you. You can't wait and see. They can cover 21 feet in less than 5 seconds. A young man. Think about that. You cannot wait and see if you're going to get beat up. It's just self-defense. Now, the guy that threw a chair across a room, that's a different story, because he wasn't in danger. And it did get physical. There were punches thrown. It was a melee, some people say. Other people say it was, what was the other word? Anyways, there was another word that was used. Meaning that it got physical. And men can physically hurt each other. Like, it'd be different if it was a bunch of girls.
Well, from what I last know, CM Punk is basically a girl.
I know,
so.
but you're worried about the names involved. I'm talking about the situation. 3 men are going to beat up 1, period.
Okay, whatever. Robbie says, no, I mean for you. Luke says, if Eddie Kingston got suspended for his shenanigans, then everyone involved should be suspended. Otherwise, it gives real bad optics.
I agree.
Robbie says, Punk leaves and never comes back. Chris says, Lashley is going to jump through once Cage again, like in ECW versus Umaga. Gothlashe was in the chat saying, good night, everyone.
Good
and
night.
Says, I see Travis. A man of knowledge knowing the 21-foot rule, LOL. And Luna is in and out, saying goodnight as well.
Yeah, they teach you that in self-defense. And it's about guns versus knives. So if they're within 7 yards of you, you can shoot them if they have a knife. Because they can cover that span.
Luna says, see you Friday. All right, Luna. Well, thanks for
Bye-bye.
joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. We'll see you Friday, if not on Wednesday.
Get over, Miz!
Oh, no, he's got him by
I
the
don't
foothold.
feel like Miz is going to win this, but with all this help, he could. What the hell's he stand? Oh, the steps, maybe?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. It's not his broken arm.
Yes, everything's broken, but now it works fine. Tuck your elbows.
Oh! He's touching him. You okay? I'm fine.
He's like, got goddamn sparkle glitter all over me, and I don't like it.
Oh.
Now Lashley has sparkle glitter all over him.
Brutal.
It's creepy, gross.
Well, who's sparkly? Is it just their clothes?
Oh, it's on Miz, too. See, he's got sparkle on him. Now Lashley has it all over him.
Oh!
Oh, no.
Okay, now Miz, just leave. Oh, skull-crushing finale. If he hits it, it's over. That's it. Is he going to try to pin him? Why wouldn't he just leave?
I don't know. It
Bobby
makes it
Lashley.
better.
Bobby's going to catch him, though. He's crawling on his arm and using it to pull him back. Obviously, his
What?
arm's not too hurt.
Nope. Why does the ref even care? Fingertips aren't enough.
No, you got to hit your knees. Or feet. I wonder if it's like the NFL, if one knee counts as 2 feet.
Maybe.
Oh, he's going to get nailed. Watch this. Oh, but he caught it. Oh! Then he takes out Ciampa. Miz is so wise.
What would be funny, though, is if Bobby, like, fell out of the ring after that.
Right? Dead. And wins.
Uh-huh. Why is he going to climb the rope? All Lashley has to do is just fall out.
I know, he's already at the finish
He's
line.
basically at the door. Miz is going to climb. It's Loomis. Dexter Loomis is down there.
Dexter Loomis.
He's like, what the hell?
He's like, come on down.
He's like, come down here. Say hi.
It's Voldemort.
Is he?
Who keeps letting the psycho in the building?
I don't know. He was under the ring the whole time.
And spear. End it. I love it. 14 minutes. And with all the shenanigans before.
Bobby says if Bobby's muscles pop, does he deflate? No. His muscles are real.
Those are real. That's called hard work. Marine. The little comic at the end. Where is security? Get the locker room out here. Miz is going to get raped again.
Aw, are they going to turn the lights off?
I don't know.
Is he going to take him under the cage? Under the whatchamacallit?
Oh no. Bobby Lashley locked him in there with his nightmare.
Aw, dang it. I was like, it's called steroids. Cool.
Oh, Dexter's got him by the butt. Is that a submission hold? Oh, yeah, he's going to sleep.
Aw, poor Miz. This poor guy.
Miz is going out.
He's going to do this, right? He's going to put him to sleep. And then what?
He's going to just leave with him, but we might not be able to see that.
Did they just put it in the dark and then it's gone?
Well, yeah, it'll just see it's over.
Why are those people over there all clapping?
Because they love Dexter and they hate the Miz. See, it's over. So we don't know what
Oh,
happened.
I meant like they must have been clapping for Bobby or something.
Oh, probably. Since he is the greatest of all time.
Yeah. All right, everybody, thanks for helping, joining with us tonight for Raw. Another 3 hours of wrestling.
Yeah, we will not see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys can live without us for one day.
Yeah. We'll be back again on Wednesday. We'll
We
see
will
what
be
some of
back.
the fallout is from some of the stuff that's happening on AEW, whether it's the drama stuff or just what happened over the weekend with the pay-per-view, and we'll see some other things happening. But
Yeah, it should be a lot to talk about on Wednesday. We appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching Wrestling Gab. Bye-bye.
bye.